This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
This is a mini meditation guided by Bombas. Repeat after me. I'm comfy. I'm cozy. I have 0 blisters on my toes. And that's because I wear Bombas, the softest socks, underwear, and t-shirts that give back. One purchased equals one donated. Now go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
This is a song I wrote for a special person. All right. Each time I need a trusted friend, you're there. With tears to dry and a heart to mend, you're there. And when I'm down in misery and the whole world turns its back on me and I need some love and sympathy, you're there. Nice, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And when I'm weary and tired of trying, honey, you're there. And anytime I need a shoulder to cry on, you're there. And sometimes when I come home with a heavy heart and weary bones and I need a little time alone, you're there. I want to turn the stereo on, but you're there. I gotta get in to use the John, but you're there. And when I wake up lovingly and turn on my pillow, hoping to see Kim Basinger smiling back at me, you're there. Oh, this is more of a good thing than I ever planned. How much damn togetherness can a one-man stand? Oh. Don't get me laughing here.
All right, sorry.
I want to flop down in my favorite chair, but you're there. I can't see in the mirror to comb my hair, 'cause you're there. And when I want a little snack at night, I sneak down to the fridge to get a little bite. I see a big fat ass blocking out the light, 'cause you're there. Yay!
Good morning! Hello! From coast to coast, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. Bob and Tom. Bob and Tom.
Many portions of the upcoming program have been pre-recorded, meaning they've already happened. And they're about to happen again. Huh. So where was it? Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're glad to have you here. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
There's Patty G, Willie G. I'm Thomas, graduate of Mrs. Batzer's dancing school.
I love that so much. I do too.
I hope somebody out there else went there.
Wouldn't that be great to hear from them?
Well, every once in a while I'll talk about something and I'll get a letter.
Yeah.
I talked about my camp. I went to a different camp than Willie, and I hear from guys that went to Camp Hayowenta on Torch Lake all the time.
Please.
On Torch Lake, no less.
Made up.
That had to have been gorgeous.
Most beautiful lake in
in the world.
A comedian buddy of mine went to Camp Hayowenta, and when he told me, I could not believe it. A guy in Chicago. Yeah.
Yesterday, Willie got a letter from.
It was from someone
a woman that works in a different state with the guy that I got my first golden retriever from. Like, talk about a small world.
Yeah.
Did your dad have a dog named Elvis? And his chick will tell you, Elvis, the greatest golden retriever ever, along with Mrs. Gibbs.
They're both dead, right?
Yeah, they're both dead.
Well, mine, it's unexplained death.
Oh.
So is that where we're going?
I just wanted to ask if they were
okay.
Yeah.
dead.
Well, that's fine. Yeah.
Mysterious circumstances.
Now,
I leave the
we were
house.
talking about.
Dog
so
ends up
during the
dead.
break, I walk in here and Josh is whining.
Well, I'm
because
asking.
I have made arrangements for.
You've made arrangements.
This is not true at all. He gave me her phone number.
Yes, I made arrangements for Josh to find someone to come clean his house.
Right, I talked about how my shower was in pretty rough shape, and
I couldn't stand the whining. I said, why don't we have Erica go clean?
You gave him a phone number. You didn't arrange for anything.
Right, so he got me the number. I call, or she, actually, you know what? She got in touch with me before I could even call her. She had heard, and she said, hey.
On my phone, I can do share contact.
Well.
Do you think that's
and
just
I
like...
figured that with all the whining I was getting from Josh, if I gave her the number, she'd probably get a hold of you. And she did.
She did.
Because she is proactive.
She's very proactive.
You've been stalling on this, your shower, which is like a petri dish for some spirochete festival.
I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, it's...
She's going to have to go in there with a hazmat suit and a chisel to get all the...
She's got her work cut out
Jizzle,
for
if
her.
you will, off of the...
Jizzle and chisel.
And that's
right.
what my concern is I don't...
You don't like someone in your house when you're not there?
I'm uncomfortable. Today's the first day that she's going to be cleaning the house, and I'm a little uncomfortable.
What is she going to do? Did you warn her about any of the dummies and that you have various like puppets at your house?
Oh no, none of that will be. I have an office where those are, and she does not have to go in there.
Did you tell her that?
I will. Yeah, I will.
Did you clean before she got there?
See, I started to, and I went, "What am I doing?"
I do.
But I also am embarrassed by like my bathroom mirror. It's mostly toothpaste.
I'll bet it is.
She'll clean it.
Toothpaste.
That's not.
Oh, right
Yeah,
on the mirror.
That's
he likes
right.
to stand in front of a
That's
mirror.
right. Take that, Josh! I yell.
And
God.
Josh is singing.
Oh,
I've
God.
got rhythm. This is Crest toothpaste.
And then she has to sweep up my leg hair on the bathroom floor.
Why is your leg hair?
My legs shed like
I'm sorry, shaving or something.
my legs shed.
Okay.
Like a.
Now, did you stop? Is there like a Maginot line of shaving when you get down there?
On my
Or-
legs?
Yeah.
No, I don't shave my legs.
He said they shed. Do you not listen?
No, he doesn't listen.
No.
God.
He hears what he wants to hear.
Yep.
Right now, he just heard me say cupcakes and porn.
That's exactly what he hears.
Cupcakes and porno.
I've always been fascinated by people who tidy up their house before the house cleaner comes over, or tidy up their hotel room before the.
I do
Right.
A lot
that.
of folks do that, yeah.
I
I
think
do
it's
that.
it's kind of standard. I think that's what you want to make sure. For instance, if you were to deposit anything in a tissue or a Kleenex, they can deal with that if it's in the small trash can, but don't leave it on the counter for him. Don't leave it on the table for him.
Now, I know a guy. You know Andy. Andrew, when he goes to a hotel, he's a touring musician. He will tip the maid to not clean the room, and then get a key to the cleaning area so he can do it himself.
Oh my God.
Well, that's that's a whole other.
Yeah.
That's a.
Yeah, that. Oh, he's.
He's
Yeah,
OCD,
yeah.
but that's another thing.
I'm pretty sure he's just doing that to avoid getting a smoking fee, though.
Let's not,
So you do know Andy.
You know, Andy.
not
Yeah.
throw him under the bus. You're right.
So yeah, I'm a little nervous. I mean, it's just I don't want to be. She has to judge some things.
of
right?
course she does.
Yeah.
Good. She did My Place Wednesday.
And
So there, now, first of all, there you go. So
Wait a minute.
She's cleaned Godwin's place.
Yeah, Willie's place.
Therefore, she's
You've
obviously
got house cleaning money? Come on.
Did he pay for it?
Is that none of your business?
I'll tell you this. I am paying for my own.
I know you are,
Yeah.
but
All
I
right,
am
Pat
too.
didn't.
I am.
No way.
I am actually.
This is an outrage.
It's fine. I'm making $22,500 a year. Look, here's the deal.
That's each and every year.
no. Wait a minute. That's not. You got to take out the taxes.
Well,
That's true.
Oh man.
Yeah.
No,
By the way, do you guys tip Josh after every show? I give him About $20 after I go.
Yes,
good
you
job
do
today.
tip me after every show.
Yeah, as I understand, it's traditional.
I had no idea.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, if you ruin this for me.
No, see, why are you nervous? This woman is not going to be going through. I can only
And also,
imagine.
what if I pay-
What is in your drawers?
She's not going to go through your drawers.
Of course she is.
I asked her to go through mine.
What's in the? Do you have a bedstand, if you will?
Yeah, I have like 3 of. I have a dresser, and then I have 2 nightstands
On either side of the bed. Is there anything unusual in them that you'd be ashamed of or embarrassed by?
Now, in my tall dresser, there is what I call my Dr. Sadie Allison drawer.
Mm-hmm.
She comes in every now and again to this show, and she teaches us about.
She has these so-called
marital aids.
Marital aids. That
Yeah,
sort of thing.
and she's given me quite a few, and they are in a drawer of them.
And I shall know which drawer that is, obviously, because you have the 220 line hooked up to the side of the bureau, so you can keep the Intruder 9000 charged.
Oh my
God.
Yep.
And then there's the drum of lubricant with the pump top.
No, I need the friction. You know that.
Okay, I'm sure she's used to all this.
So she's going to be But I've also tell me if I'm being a total monster here.
Go ahead.
I have there are like 3 things that need cleaning that aren't very obvious. And I'm not going to tell her about them. I want to see if she gets to them.
Oh,
it's a test. I'm sort of testing.
Quality control. I like it.
Right.
No, tell her. Tell her
Now
what
she's
your
probably
needs are.
hearing this, and she's going to go, "Oh my
I hope
God."
so. I hope she is.
I mean, are you like in the movie where the lady walks in, brings a step ladder, puts on a white glove, and climbs above the oven and sticks her hand? Well, look at this. There's dirt here.
Wait a minute. You're not supposed to do that?
No.
Yeah. I'm not supposed to walk through the house afterwards and go, I see you missed.
No.
Well, no, it's tricky to clean the oven. What I do, I turn it on, let it preheat, stick my head in there, and then I just start scrubbing. Yeah.
If it's gas.
Yeah.
Of course. You'll be fine. Just tell her what you want done.
I want her to be as nervous as I am about it.
Why?
I don't
She's
know.
very relaxed, very nice, very sweet.
You're going to be okay.
I'm going to have to leave. I'm
yeah.
going to go, hey, look, here's all the cleaner. I'm out of here.
Oh yeah, I can't stay there either.
Oh, boy.
Where are you going to go?
I might just sit in my car.
You know what,
What I
Josh?
do.
I find
Absolutely what I do.
I wish that I was productive and hardworking as I pretended to be when somebody was doing something in my house.
yeah.
If somebody's over there, I had some guys putting together my bed frame. I'm just typing away like I'm working really hard. I'm doing nothing.
You're exactly
You
right.
can't just sit on the couch and stare like
Yeah,
you normally do.
loud.
Anytime a tradesman comes over or whatever, I'm, oh, man.
I'm just looking at these spreadsheets over here. I'm just typing in 42069 over again on Excel.
Yeah.
I'm just
Hilarious.
You don't know about these spreadsheets.
Oh, boy. I try to do manly things when I think there are manlier men in my house.
So what kind of manly things do you do?
No, I got to go in the garage and I got to make sure all the.
That's right.
Charge your sex toys.
I just got to unfold this ladder. Yep, okay, still unfolds.
Got to get up in my attic, check out some stuff.
Sometimes I'll mess around with my lures. I'll like just take one off of a pole that it does, and then just switch them out.
Retie it.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I need to go do my.
Tying some flies with your delicate fingers.
Real nice.
Could you excuse me for a minute? I'm going to go to the garage, do some curls with Miller High Life kegs.
Do you go right home if they're cleaning your house?
Pardon me?
Do you go right? I mean, you go walk around while they're in the house cleaning?
Sure.
Boy, I don't.
Part of me, I went, all right, I can sit on my porch and read.
No.
And I went, no, I can't. I'm not going to be able to focus knowing that somebody's in there doing what I should be doing.
Sure. Are you afraid they're going to find something?
No, I'm not afraid of that.
I'm with
not
you
afraid
on
of
that. It makes you feel guilty.
Where
I
is
guess I do feel a little guilty.
Where's your Friday the 13th or Halloween the mannequin? Isn't it in a closet or something?
Jason, the mannequin is Jason. It's in my shed. It's my security. My shed
it's
security.
full
set.
size?
Oh yeah. If you open my shed, you'll scream. Where's Jason's standing right there?
Is he holding a knife?
No, he's just standing there.
Yeah, it's enough. He's in the mask. Right?
Chucky and Tiffany, Chucky's bride,
Yes.
Of course.
they are in my office.
Okay.
Okay, well, good. Well, we'll get a full report tomorrow.
Yes, yeah.
What time is she arriving?
Today, right after
the show?
Yeah.
Okay, of course.
So you got to find something to do after the
You're going to
show.
Costco
She
or
said she has
something?
to clean Willie's place, and then we'll come over to mine.
How nice.
Oh.
So
Pat Godwin has someone who cleans his house.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
Every couple weeks.
I can't get over it.
Well, I mean, think about it.
You're such a
He's
good
got there
friend,
and there,
Tom.
and
It's not bad.
Jimmy there, and
He is a good friend.
Cost me
imagine
$300.
hellacious.
$300?
I don't know.
Feces from one end of the house to the other.
When we come back,
Hey, good morning, and welcome into a Thursday morning edition of the Best of the Bob and Tom Show. This is Christopher here in the Bob and Tom Studios. Coming up on the show today, Allie Breen with Sexy Time. Also, Duke Tomato and the Power Trio failed to mention news, Tom's shoe problems, and Floyd checks in this morning. But coming up next, the Oscar nods, Moby Grape, and Halloween. Ooh, very scary. Next on the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof, like Aloe or Skims, sure, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But an often overlooked secret is actually the businesses behind the business, making selling and for shoppers, buying simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify. With Shop Pay, that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts are going abandoned and way more sales happening. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell whatever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show here on a Thursday morning. This is Christopher speaking. The gang is back in here live in studio on Monday morning. Coming up in this segment, the Oscar nods, Moby Grape, and Halloween.
Judd Hirsch.
Yes.
And John Williams both set Guinness World Records after their most recent Oscar nominations. Music composer John Williams.
I bet I know his. I don't know Judd Hirsch's.
Became the oldest Oscar nominee ever after receiving a Best Original Score nomination at the age of 90 years, 350 days.
Oh, I was going to guess I bet he's, if not one of the most nominated people of all time.
Gotta be.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And he's won a bunch of them.
Yeah.
His musical scores are pretty good.
So he's the oldest.
And, of course, he's admitted that he steals all of his tunes from Moby Grape.
That's right. That's right.
Albums. He figures nobody else has heard
Not a lot of
this.
people know the old
He speeds them up. He slows them down.
Who's going to know? Who's going to really remember?
Who's going to
Moby
remember
Grape?
that? And following his Best Supporting Actor nomination for The Fabelmans, Judd Hirsch earned the record title for the longest gap between acting nominations.
Do you remember what he
at
was
the
nominated
Academy
for?
Awards?
I do. Ordinary People.
Yeah. We were just talking about that movie yesterday. That's weird.
41 years, 341 days between Oscar nominations.
Mary Tyler Moore is so good in that movie.
He played Tyrone C. Berger.
She's frosty in that, isn't she?
Oh, she's
This version of the story has the word nonagerian.
So in his 90s?
90 years old.
Nonagerian.
like he doesn't exist.
No, like octogenarian.
I know, but it just sounds like
nonagerian sounds like they're not going to tell you how old.
Yeah, none of your business.
And now the song that became the Star Wars theme by John Williams. This is Moby Grape and Hey Grandma. See if you can hear the similarities.
That's uncanny.
Absolutely.
You know, the more you hear it, the more blatant it becomes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Grandma, you're so young.
This is Moby Grape.
Okay, it's hurting my ears. I can't listen to it anymore.
That is hard in the ears.
You can almost hear. You can almost feel the stormtroopers marching.
Yes.
Out of
In the 60s, that was hard in the ears. Took a lot of LSD to make that mellow out.
This is what they're playing here. I'm off to Nam.
Somebody introduced themselves recently as the biggest Moby Grape fan on earth.
Whoa!
And I thought, well, I don't need to talk to this guy. Yeah,
no idea.
He maintains that they are responsible for everything.
Very well, all right. Glad they enjoy them.
Everything from
I haven't heard enough to really judge.
From Clapton
Neither
to the
has
Who,
anyone else.
Okay,
They have a hit?
to the Beatles, Moby Grape.
That I know of.
They were the musician's musician, right, Tom?
I don't know anything about them except I never got their records. Sorry.
They sound like the Grateful Dead.
I mean, they do. Yeah. It is
Right?
of that ilk. Yeah.
You know where I think they missed the boat is they should have had a scratch and sniff label, so it smelled like grapes.
Oh.
Huh?
Yeah.
Would have been maybe a big purple whale.
Yeah. Oh, smells like a big purple whale. And that's sports, Tom.
Good.
Good, yes. I was just thinking that.
This is what you farted for.
The most chilling words ever in a sportscast. Let me ask you something. Christy!
Have you seen the purple video of Taylor Swift? She's naked in a purple bathtub kind of thing with all the water's lavender purple.
Hey, behave yourself.
It's pretty odd.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, legislators in Utah are considering moving Halloween to the last Friday in October.
Love it.
KSTU reports that a Senate committee
Hey, I'm Stu. This is my TV show. Station. Whatever.
unanimously approved a resolution that would mean celebrating Halloween on the permanent date. It will go to the full Senate for a vote. October 31st would still mark the official holiday, but all of the trick-or-treating apparently would move to the last Friday in October.
Well, what about Beggar's Night?
Oh, see, you started this by bringing the story up.
When I was a kid, we had Halloween, and then we had a designated Beggar's Night, where you'd go out, and that was the night you'd trick-or-treat.
Halloween, I think every city now makes their own decision, but...
well, you leave it up to the cities and the states.
I mean, I don't know. I don't see that working.
I love it.
I tried that thing of always having Christmas on a Monday, and people got all mad about that.
Yeah. Why don't we always celebrate your birthday on a Monday?
Well, that's the whole joke here. I mean, obviously, if they're going to move, if Halloween's going to get moved to a Friday, what's the difference?
They're not moving
Halloween's
Halloween.
not a birthday.
They're moving trick-or-treating.
Right.
Right.
Beggar's Night, if you will.
Okay.
I don't think you will.
No,
It'll be
really
a Halloween
selling that.
weekend. It'll be a Halloween weekend.
Yeah.
Weekend.
Okay.
I ain't no hollaback girl. What are you talking about?
Well, we'll see. I don't. Who knows? I mean,
see.
although if this is the future, that'll be the first time Utah's been celebrating the future, I think, ever.
October 31st is on a Tuesday this year, so the
that's no good.
The 27th would be Beggar's Night, if you will.
Yes. Because you have to go to school the next day. It sucked, except for my Catholic neighbors who have All Saints Day.
Actually,
Hey, November 1st, important day.
when I was a kid, we couldn't have it on a Friday or a Saturday.
Why?
It would be like Tuesday or something. More opportunities for mischief. I think they figured on a weekend night.
Oh, no kidding.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we were badass.
I'm not saying All Saints Day is not important. I'm just saying it made me mad that I had to go to school, and they didn't.
Well,
You were mad a lot when you were a kid.
The angriest little child. No.
Pounding your fist on the desk.
Mother!
a new lawsuit out there alleges that many bottles of the mini bottles, not
Okay,
many.
I know
mini
you said bottles,
I
but I heard buttholes.
bottles of Fireball
Well, I
cinnamon.
think the topic of mini buttholes would be something we'll
I'm
just
sure.
table.
Okay.
That was a short-lived cereal, wasn't it? Just sort of Cheerios-esque.
Hi, kids.
A big brimming bowl of mini bottles.
Even Count Chocula turned down our offer to
I'm
be in
telling
the
you,
box.
We listen
Fill
to
it
that
to the
again.
rim.
Your milk is chocolatey at the end.
Oh.
I'm sorry, so they're not mini. They're mini bottles. Of
Many
what?
bottles of Fireball cinnamon are misleading because they do not contain any whiskey. CBS News reports that Anna Marquez of Illinois is suing Sazerac Company, the maker of Fireball, after
Sazerac.
learning that the drink is a malt beverage flavored to taste like whiskey.
Which it says right on the bottle.
The class action lawsuit alleges the labeling on the small 99-cent bottles of Fireball Cinnamon looks similar to the labeling on bottles of its other product, Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey. The suit states that customers expecting those small bottles to contain whiskey, quote, was an easy mistake to make and one intended by the manufacturer. It adds that federal and state legislation prohibits creating an overall misleading impression. The suit seeks $5 million in damage.
Come on.
It's not. It's a different. It says right on the little mini bottle what it is.
This lady can't read.
I didn't know this.
She is terribly litigious.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure she's a fine lady.
I had no idea that it was different. I have a friend who is a big Fireball guy, and he hands out those little bottles all the time as gifts.
Oh, yeah? What fraternity is he in?
They still
what do you mean
have
you have a friend who's into Fireball.
He is.
They still
he makes
have-
a Fireball cake. Oh, it's so
They
good.
still have alcohol in them. It's just a
Fireball
different
cake.
It's
Yeah.
whatever. It's a
Oh, it's
malt liquor. Or so, I don't know. It just, but it does say so on the bottle. But yeah, she is the litigious. You know that she sued old granddad because the guy in the ad he was only 49. Not really an old granddad. I mean, really? Is
Old
this
granddad.
the courts aren't busy enough? They got to worry about this.
Who named that? Old
It's one of the
granddad.
best booze names ever.
Old granddad. A functioning alcoholic. Old
80-year-old
granddad.
alcoholic.
God, that's great.
Pasta fans, they can look forward to two new Italian pasta shapes this year.
Oh, God, here we go again with the pasta.
Sorry, Chick. Pasta manufacturer Sfoglini.
What?
Sfoglini, Sfoglini, is teaming up with the Sporkful podcast host Dan Pashman to add Quattrotini and Vesuvio to store shelves in the United States. Quattrotini is served during Carnival in a small region of Sicily.
Is this exciting?
Is that Vesuvio?
Isn't this exciting?
VESUVIO?
Did you hear what he said?
It's called quadrillini because it's got 4 little arms on it.
The original shape of 4 tubes connected by 4-sided rectangle was altered to include ridges, making it easier to grab sauce.
Oh, it should be Ruffles.
Wouldn't you? Isn't this exciting for you, Josh? Don't you love a little pasta?
Who doesn't love a little pasta?
Yeah, but it all tastes the
I don't really
same.
care about. I'm not going to rush out and get this.
Vesuvio.
These are the guys. This is the guy that created that special pasta. What's called cascatelli.
Yes.
That is designed to hold more of the sauce as you eat it.
Oh, same
Remember
dude.
we had some of that?
Yeah, it was fine. It was good.
He had engineers and chefs help him with that. I thought it was fun.
Vesuvio, a short round pasta anchored by a large base that tapers into a cone, is named for its likeness to Mount Vesuvius, as Chick alluded to. It has been very difficult to find in the United States until now.
You also-
Sfoglini is the company, of course, that we talked about this.
We had the story that the little star pasta was being discontinued by one of the companies.
One company. You can still buy it
Yes,
on
we-
other companies.
People are upset, though. Man.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, well-
Try to find it.
This just fun.
Sure.
Delicious,
Yeah,
delicious pasta.
New choices.
Make yourself happy with some special pasta. I want to. It's pretty hard to get. What is it? The cascatelli.
You know, I've been down a lot lately, Josh. I
You don't think so? You don't think so? If it was like
Don't
Lucky
the little
Charms,
bow ties make you happy? I
don't know what would make me happier.
bow tie pasta.
Do you have
a little
any
bow tie pasta?
any suggestions? How-
Well, you know, Chick.
Yeah.
I do. Try these 2 new pastas.
You got to be kidding me!
Look at that smile on your face.
What a great time to be alive!
Who needs Zoloft when we've got 2 new pastas?
Pastas.
You could watch old Redskins games where they win, and I'll serve you up some nice cascatelli pasta.
No, I don't want you in my house.
I wouldn't mind eating some of that pescatelli if you know what I mean.
I've always liked her.
Be careful.
You
Serenade
want to
3
marry
times.
her.
3 times she appears.
So-
Be careful.
Quattrotini looks like if you took 4 penne pastas and put them together and put a little tube in the middle of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of pasta. That's
I like
a
breaking
lot
them
of
and making a new pasta called quadriplegia.
Oh, then now we're doing spinal injury
And
jokes.
Vesuvio looks like. What do you think it looks
It
like?
looks like the top of a Dairy Queen cone.
Yeah.
Are we okay to eat pasta like raw? Is that okay?
And
I mean, it won't hurt you.
Sure. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, okay.
Might break your teeth.
Now, the boat. You like the bow tie pasta?
I do.
What is that?
Farfalle?
Paul Simonini?
Farfalle? The what?
That's a Senator Paul Simon.
Senator Paul Simon.
I would have gone with Irving R. Levine.
Oh, okay.
Always wore a bow tie.
Fettuccine Levine.
You prefer the clip-on bow tie pasta, of course.
How do you know Paul Simon wore a clip-on?
Well, he sings about it.
Well, Paul Simon was a senator who always wore a bow tie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that Josh has always talked about how Josh feels that the clip-on tie is perfectly valid.
Especially a clip-on bow tie. Those are hard to tie.
The 10 most famous bow tie wearers. Number 1 is Charlie Chaplin. What do you think?
All right.
Marco Blahnik. Manolo Blahnik.
Isn't one of the science guys?
Oh, Bill Nye.
Does
Bill
he
Nye,
wear
the
a-
science guy. I think he does. Paul Rubens, Gore Vidal, Winston Churchill, Fred Astaire, Alfred Kinsey. Oh, yeah, he did wear a bow tie. And Aleister Crowley.
Oh, boy.
Yikes. Okay.
Mr. Crowley.
Now,
Do you own a bow tie?
I do.
Oh.
Do
you tie it, or do you have to?
Is it a clip-on?
I wear it once every 3 or 4 years. It comes up in some kind of event where I have to wear it. But
I
wrap it
kinda
around your dick.
It's in a
I
body.
kind of sort of know how to tie a tie, but I don't. I am totally unaware of how to tie a bow tie.
No way. I couldn't do it.
You have a clip-on. You wear a clip-on tie anyway when you have to wear a tie, right?
No. But I'm just saying that I wish they were more socially acceptable. You have a lineup, 10 guys, and one of them's wearing a clip-on. They're all wearing. You wouldn't know who was wearing the clip-on.
So you tugged on it.
Who are you, Harpo Marx? What are you tugging on people's ties for?
Hi, welcome here.
Did you have the shop teacher who used to they had to wear a tie, but they would tuck it in?
Absolutely.
So it wouldn't get caught in the lathe.
Yes.
Yeah, that was just safety,
Mr.
Tom.
Tapperton's face was
Pulled into the lake.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. What have you got?
Well, since you love to talk about hair, Tom, scientists have discovered that humans likely possess genes for growing a full coat of fur, but evolution has disabled them.
So in other words, we used to be really hairy.
Yeah, well,
I kind of thought we knew this.
Kind of thought we knew this, too. We've seen the charts.
Well, those charts are all made up.
Researchers at the University.
Some guy
I've been on this hill for years.
They're made up.
I've not seen you.
Darwin would argue with you.
Researchers at the University of Utah and the University of Pittsburgh hope that their findings could possibly lead to new ways to recover hair after balding. This has been published in the journal eLife.
Stop. Everybody who's bald, just live with it. You're okay.
But I mean, I think there are certain people that are bald because of perhaps medical treatments or something. So it would be nice.
Well, sure.
I'm perfectly fine not having hair on the top of my head. I
Yeah.
get it. It's not a
Yeah,
problem.
you never mention it.
Yeah, we can tell how you're absolutely okay you
Totally
are.
adjusted
You'll look
to
at total strangers in the newspaper. Oh, look at this guy. Well, he got a bad haircut, didn't he?
I shave my pubes in the shape of an arrow pointing up,
There you go.
saying
More brains.
throws people. They wonder what that means.
I mean,
No, the idea is that they may be able to somehow genetically.
kick these genes back on, but then look what
Here's
happens.
What I'm seeing is in the early experimentation of this, they're going to do some gene thing, and the guy is going to end up looking like a gorilla.
Yeah.
It'll be
There'll be some trial and error.
Yeah, he goes from being he had kind of a bald pate there. All of a sudden, he's Wolfman.
Which leads us to this. Researchers are
Wait a
saying,
second.
what?
Whenever I say Wolfman, I think it's only appropriate that we hear from.
Hello there.
Thank you very much. That's the Wolfman himself.
Have you ever noticed how Ben Affleck, his beard comes in? That kind of freaks me out.
How does it come in?
It's like way up, like almost meets his eyes.
Oh, he's got the high cheek beard.
Yeah, he's got the high, real hairy.
At the beginning of Urban Cowboy,
hairy face. Yes, John Travolta.
John
Same thing.
has Wolfman face.
Up there on
Absolutely.
The zygomatics.
Yep.
Mm.
Or I think in medical school it would be the eye bone.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, if you think that they've got hair regrowth down completely, Jeff Bezos is one of the richest people in the world, and he's
Maybe he likes being bald.
I doubt it.
Could be one of those things where he's like, you know what? It's 2 minutes in the shower. I don't have to spend anymore.
Yep.
And that's 2 minutes. I could be doing something else.
I don't care. Look at me.
If there was a way, he'd look like Mo Howard.
See, now not only is it important to you, but it's important to total strangers. You have decided.
You're projecting.
Just saying.
Okay.
Nothing I can do about it. That's what I say.
Is there any way at all you'd go to therapy?
Have you ever been?
This is a serious question.
It's not the first time he's heard this, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Yeah. Next.
Coming up next on the Bob and Tom Show, Duke Tomato and the Power Trio for a segment. Come on back and rock on. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show on a Thursday morning. This is Christopher speaking. In this segment of the Best of the Bob and Tom Show, Duke Tomato and the Power Trio. Plus, some vanity plates are discussed and some cute dog names. Oh, you're so cute.
Sounding very, very good. We're going to get a full song out of these guys in just a couple of minutes. Thank you very much, Duke. Always you want to see the band live and in person. The sound of real music. I love it. Thank you very much. And, I mean, today's world, my little girls walk up to Alexa and just shout out a song, and there it is. But remember, it comes from musicians, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we have the band in here live.
Do you have the band show up at your house and play for the girls?
That'd be pretty funny.
It would be.
They walk up to Alexa. Can you physically bring Duke Tomato and the band in here?
He's doing the intros
They
at home.
walk in.
Finley, this is Joe. And
Joe,
on bass, we have
yes.
Bill Ritter. On the keyboards, of course.
Now, don't be scared.
He would take right through that. Don't be
it would
scared.
Don't be scared. They're just musicians.
Wow. Santa's not sick.
Why are they tying people up?
Good save.
I don't know what to do anymore. I really don't.
Gosh, can you imagine?
Now, girls, are you ready for this first song? Duke, how about a little Don't Have It In Me?
Now, when Duke says I wouldn't have did what I did, he's really not abusing the language. We're just having some poetic license and fun.
Using language is what you're worried about.
Okay, we'll do a couple quick stories with Christy Lee. We were talking about license plates.
Yes, we were talking about the state of Michigan, and we were talking about 650 pages worth of vanity license plates that are not allowed in Michigan.
Oh, if that's one a page, that's 650 licenses. But you got to assume there's more than one a page.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you would
they
think.
It's probably more than that.
Well,
man.
although it's government, so maybe there is one.
It could be.
Yeah.
Boy.
Whose job is it to sit around and go, okay, what could this mean?
Yeah,
I mean, someone has to be.
Some of them are very weak. Beer me. What's the problem?
Yeah, that one's bad.
Because it's
Again,
Drinking and driving.
they're missing a great opportunity to make a lot of money.
I agree with you.
They should charge a huge amount of money for these, and then you can have whatever you want.
Money goes right to schools or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I've also said they should have a system in which you could have a professional photographer take your license picture for an additional $300.
$300?
Sure. You want to raise money? You trying to raise money or not?
What's wrong with
Man.
$50?
No, $300.
$300.
Well, then no one will do it.
Oh yes. Oh. I don't want to name any name. Well, I can't tell this.
Name a name. Name it.
Nope. Christy, do you have any friends that might be vain enough to hate their driver's license so much they tell them it's lost so they can get another picture
Well, she
taken?
might have answered had you not added vain enough.
Boy, oh boy.
Just the loss would have been fun.
Here's someone. This guy goes, hi, there's a vanity plate in my neighborhood on a Tesla. SMLPNS.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And that made it through, huh?
Yeah, well, I think that's at least funny.
Yeah. That is funny.
And then they probably wouldn't let you put on a Porsche HG. Yeah, never mind.
Speaking of names, the American Kennel Club has released the most popular doggy names for 2022.
Where's Steve?
Steve, not in the top 10.
Are they related to things that happened in the last year? Are they pop culture related?
Not really, no. Top 10 male dog names for 2022. Number 10, Leo. I have a Leo. Number 9, Rocky. Number 8, Bear. Number 7, Buddy.
Yeah, these are all
6, Tucker.
pedestrian.
Tucker's a great. It's my favorite dog name is Tucker. If I see a dog, I assume it's Tucker.
I like the name Tucker, too.
I usually think it's a fox.
What? What?
It's the highest rated show on Fox Television.
I
got
Man,
Sorry.
Boy, I didn't get that either. Number 5, Teddy. Number 4, Charlie. Number 3, Cooper. 2 is Milo.
Sure, Milo and Otis.
Oh, yeah.
Number 1 name for a dog, for a male dog in 2022, Max.
Maxie boy.
You ever seen the regional versions of these lists?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
You get up near Chicago, and there's a lot of dogs named
Capone,
Wrigley,
Scarface.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wrigley or Jordan.
Yeah.
I'd imagine in Cincinnati there's a few Joe Burrow. Hey there, Burrow.
Yeah.
Oh, puppy.
Number 10 name for female dogs last year. Number 10, Ruby. Number 9, Rosie.
Millicent.
8, Maggie. Millicent, not on the list. Number 7, Sadie. 6, Penny. 5, Willow. 4, Lucy. 3, Daisy. 2, Bella. And number 1, Luna. I don't know anybody that has a dog named Luna.
Is that from a TV show?
I have no idea.
Is that from Game of Thrones or something?
I don't know.
I didn't watch that show. So
There's a porn star named Luna Star who's hot.
I doubt that that's what.
Oh, you don't think it's
No.
named after her?
Apparently, at the bottom of the list for girls, the name Zola.
I like that.
Oh, Zola Budd. Remember her?
Oh, sure. She was a runner, wasn't she?
Marathon runner.
Nobody remembers her.
And the bottom of the list for boy dog names, Willie.
What the heck?
Bottom of the list.
People don't want to name it. Willie's a great name for a dog.
Sure it is.
Willie's fun. Willie's running around. He's got
Yeah.
something in his mouth. He doesn't
Nothing
know.
wrong with Willie for a
Willie's
dog.
your best buddy.
Well,
He's never going to
exactly.
let you down.
Willie's eating his own poop, you know.
For an adult man, it's a stupid name. For a dog, it's real nice.
Do you see how much the man who named me is laughing right now?
Well, he thought you were going to go with William.
No, yeah, William or Billy or Liam.
Dude,
No.
the other Willie from college, he's now just Will. And if you call him Willie, he has dropped the Y, is what he says apparently. He's going, drop the Y, drop the Y. It's just Will now.
I don't like this guy.
Are you going to go by Will? You're not going to be a Will, are you?
I'm not serious enough to be a Will. I definitely can't be a Bill.
Willie is perfect for you. It's great.
I'll go a step farther. That Willie guy, I hate him.
Yeah. You know what?
Drop
The Y.
Are you a Y or IE?
Drop him like
I'm
a
an
bad habit.
IE man.
Yes,
The way-
yes.
That's the Christian way, the American way to spell it.
That's the way they did it in Skinnerd.
Is it?
What?
Sure.
Willie.
Skinnerd.
Is there a guy in Skinner named Willie?
Donnie.
What?
I.E.
Okay. All right.
You gotta
Oh,
be-
my God.
That's how Donnie Baker spells his name, I.E.
That's why. It's a tribute to Skinner.
You know, I know God, I know everybody knows Jesus.
Yes.
But his less talked about son, Willie.
Willie Christ?
Willie Christ.
Willie Christ.
Boy.
Willie.
Oh, my.
Oh, that Willie.
We have lightning rods in this building, right?
Yeah.
Willie, right?
I think there's a lot to be said about a name, and then Willie is a nice, friendly name.
It is.
Years ago, I mentioned that if Hitler's first name had been Skip, I don't think they would have invaded Poland.
No?
That's too friendly. Hey, you hear what Skip Hitler wanted to do? Yeah, we talked about it. Got him a pizza and a beer.
I'd like to hear more of this 4-minute chunk you have on
Yeah,
if Hitler had silly names.
You know,
Willie Goebbels, guy's a party animal.
one of my Instagram follows is called History Photographed, and yesterday they had pictures of Hitler and Stalin when they were like 11, 12 years old. It was creepy, but
Together?
it was interesting. No, they weren't together.
They were at the most hateful summer camp
But
ever.
Stop with the canoes upside down. No. Instagram made him take it down. It was not up to
It's history, for
standard.
Pete's sake.
I thought that would upset Josh.
Well,
You know, Josh was singled out for a naughty.
yeah, a picture of me holding my junk when I was, 2 years old?
Yeah. But then it was just
was
massive.
cute.
Yeah, you
still
can
see
show
it.
boobs all over Instagram. What the heck's
Hey,
that all
Miley
about?
Cyrus can do whatever she wants. but
Yeah.
Josh Arnold can't show his D.
Well, no. Here's the thing. One of them's art, and the other's just sick.
I think the picture was fine. It was just the remake of the picture that you took a few weeks ago right next to it. I think that was...
Oh, it was that? That was the problem?
Yes.
Then and now?
Same pose.
Why isn't that a thing? Because I've got a picture of me in the tub. I should do that with the hair all messed up.
Yeah, oh, yes.
Like now, the way it started, they were doing that for a while. The way it started and where it is now, or something.
Yes.
Yeah, the way it started me
You
in the tub.
you have a picture of little mini chick in the tub?
I think so. Yeah.
Everything in sight?
No.
Okay.
No.
You know, I should.
Well, you had to have some bubbles in there.
What should you do?
We have that painting that my parents had done of me when I was a
Yes,
kid.
I know. You reached a certain
gorgeous.
point, you had to have an oil painting done. Yes, we all know.
Should we
Having it restored.
recreate that? But
Yes.
me today.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
And you wouldn't have to do anything. You just have PJ do it.
Put a wig on with a cowlick.
I love that the artist painted the cowlick.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I told you, my mom had him come back and lessen it because it was too big. If you look at the painting carefully, you can see where he came back and fixed it. She thought the cowlick was too much alfalfa.
I
Getting that call.
bet your mom, Willie, your grandmother, filled out all the comment cards, didn't she? Yes or no?
More of the Bob and Tom Show is coming up next hour. Keurig Talk and Allie Breen with Sexy Time. All on the way. Coming up next, though, Jeff Oskey with news we failed to mention and being pissed at drivers. Who isn't? This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Prime Video. In the small town of Holland, Michigan, nothing is ever what it seems. Behind the tulip festivals and pretty houses lay dark secrets that threaten to tear a marriage apart. Nicole Kidman stars in this darkly twisted thriller about a wife and mother whose quest to uncover her husband's secrets may get her more than she bargained for. Holland, streaming on Prime Video March 27th.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show here on a Thursday morning. This is Christopher speaking. Hope you're having a good morning so far. The gang is off all this week. They'll be back on Monday morning here live in studio. Jeff Oskey stops in this segment with news we failed to mention and being pissed off at drivers. Let's hear all about that.
Right now, I think, are we ready for our special surprise? Yes, we are. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a special early edition of Things We Failed to Mention with the bow tie wearing Jeff Oskey.
And suspenders.
Just a coincidence. The only problem is you can't see it with my beard.
You cannot.
I gotta lean up.
Does your girlfriend compliment you on the beard?
She loves it, Tom. She's a big fan. She knew what she was getting when she saw me the first time.
You look like a 1940s vagrant who murdered the mayor and then put on his clothes. I'm the mayor now.
That's right. That's right.
I am the mayor now.
When is the last time you were clean shaven?
I don't know. A couple years when I had to apply for the job here. I shaved.
I thought you shaved one morning for the show, didn't he?
Yeah, you guys gave me a nice makeover.
Yeah, I got the cardigan sweater. Remember that?
We cleaned him up.
Yeah.
Didn't recognize him with a clean shaven face.
Yeah. But now, for those of you that are just listening and not seeing Jeff, this is a special treat. We usually do this a little later in the show, but due to certain circumstances, we're going to have you do your special segment right now.
All right. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jeff Oskey. Here at the Bob and Tom Show, we give you a lot of the news each week, but we don't give you all the news, so I'm here to give you the news that we failed to mention.
Now, here's Jeff Oskey with what you failed to mention news.
The U.S.'s Virgin Islands have legalized recreational marijuana. What you failed to mention, their new slogan is, okay, now will you vacation here? There's a new Mountain Dew Baja Blast hot sauce. What you failed to mention, that's right, Christmas came early for Sissy and Bubby this year. A woman was rescued by firemen from a storm drain for the second time in 3 years. What you failed to mention, only 3 more times, and she earns a free hook and ladder from Firehouse Subs.
I love the hook and ladder.
Willie was excited because chicken wings are back at Taco Bell. What you failed to mention, yesterday I tried their chicken wing burrito, 2 stars. Too many bones. A man led police on a chase while riding a John Deere tractor. What you failed to mention, if you're going to run from the police on a tractor, you have to go with a John Deere because everyone knows nothing runs from the police like a deer.
Yep.
Don't applaud too soon, Willie. Here comes this one. A French nun died at the age of 118 last week. A French nun died at the age of 118 last week. What you failed to mention, when she died, did she wee herself?
Oh, my.
Oh, a little French, yeah.
French. And
4 years of high school French, baby.
bodies will often evacuate.
An extra 20 years in hell.
Oh, yeah, if there was one. A woman was spotted at McDonald's drive-thru buying ice cream for her horse that was in the back seat of her car. The woman said her horse loves ice cream. What you failed to mention, I would have picked anywhere but McDonald's. The ice cream machine goes down, the horse starts losing its mind, kicks out the back windows of your Kia. Some states are now ticketing people for driving slow in the left lane on interstates and highways. What you failed to mention, if you drive slow in the fast lane here in our city, you aren't going to get a ticket. You're going to get killed.
That's true.
You better do 85. We had a Dear Allie letter that deeply disturbed me about a guy who likes giving his lady a swirly while having intimate relations.
How about that?
Well, you failed to mention, what happened to this guy in high school? Well, I could tell Ted was in the mood when earlier in the night, while I was doing dishes, he came up behind me and gave me a power wedgie, followed by a wet willy. So I knew the swirly was right around the bend.
Some sort of sexual bully.
Right, exactly.
Weird.
Oh, you guys saw this. Buzz Aldrin got married at the age of 93. 93. Well, you failed to mention he's so old that instead of consummating the marriage, they had to consummate the marriage. They can't bone it out in the bedroom, so instead they bone brothed it out in the dining room.
Okay.
And finally...
You don't get a lot of consommé jokes.
No, you
A lot of cooks out there going, oh, finally.
And finally, a crack pipe was found in a woman's vagina while being searched, being booked into jail. What you failed to mention, the woman claims the crack pipe isn't hers. She's just holding it for her friend's vagina. I'm Jeff Oskey, and this has been the news that we failed to mention.
All right.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Oh,
Here's this. He mentioned this story. It's a bill that would increase the fines for people driving slow in the left lane in South Carolina.
Yeah.
And I guess they've already got one bill in place, but these people want to increase the fine level, apparently.
Yeah, from $25 up to $100, giving most of the money to the State Highway Patrol.
Huh, okay.
So what they should do now is legalize pot. And then you'll have...
Oh, somewhere... Yeah.
They'll raise a lot more money.
Because a lot more people are driving slow.
In the left lane.
Yeah.
Okay. That's kind
We were
of a
talking
fun
about Jess Hooker's road rage the other day on the show. That's mine. When you start driving slow in the fast lane, you can't get around people, especially on a 2-lane road. Ooh, people don't do that.
Or don't run late. Think about it. When you're mad in traffic, it's mostly because of something you're either running late.
What's wrong with you
People
today?
can't drive.
People are fine.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
They're dumb.
No. I think that's the only thing people, Tom and I agree on. Yeah.
I tend to give people the benefit of the doubt.
They're on the phone.
Well, aren't you sweet?
They are on the phone.
You're living in a
there's
fool's
a place up
paradise.
here. There's a place up here that you can only turn left on that special left lane light that
Yes.
goes up, and it's about 3 seconds long. And if you're behind the guy and they're on their phone and it goes. Then it goes yellow, then it goes red, and then they go.
Yeah, you're right. I'm against
and
phones.
you're stuck.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Don't do that.
Wait, didn't you say that you want to have a little camera on your phone of what the road in front of you looks like? So you can text and drive. Do you guys remember that?
Oh, my gosh. You said that?
Yeah, you said like 3 months ago that you want to have a little camera on your phone of what's in front of your car so you can text and drive and know when to go.
Exactly. I don't think you're describing my concept, and I do mean concept. It's not really just an idea. It's much higher. It's like gravity.
They have rear
if you were
cameras?
texting at the light, there'd be a sensor device. So as soon as that thing does go green, it would tell you.
It's just going to encourage more texting.
Yes.
Yeah, don't text and drive.
My people need to hear from me.
Because if they don't hear from him, all is lost.
It's not like you're in your car for an hour at a time.
I know. I'm just kidding. Christy, I know you're a big zoo person. And
Yeah.
we were talking about. We're going to all have to all take this gorilla test.
I'm not taking a gorilla test.
What is the test?
They're just mimicking behavior. It's not a big deal.
I don't want to be watching these gorillas and going, man, they have a more productive life than I do.
That gorilla got more done.
Yes.
Drives a better car.
They're saying that these apes make certain gestures between themselves, and they sort of they figured out a way to describe them, and they show people these gestures, and most human beings what was it? How many percentage?
Over 50%, 55%.
Knew what they meant.
But I think that's pretty common. I mean, I think that would make sense.
Well, of course, but they're saying that this is a trait that perhaps we had a common ancestor millions of years ago that was doing this stuff. I think it's kind of interesting.
But I think we all knew that we had a common.
No, many people don't agree with that. All right. Okay, here's another one for you. Did you see that? About this gorilla statue?
No.
Police in Maryland, we had the missing wiener statue earlier this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very controversial in West Virginia. And we had the missing wiener statue, which has been found, and it turns out that particular wiener statue is available online. And I guess many independent restaurants use the wiener statue.
And in many different sizes, apparently.
Yes. There's a full size, and it'd be fun to have one in here, except they're like $3,500.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Absolutely worth
it. Okay. Police in Maryland are looking for a suspect who stole a gorilla statue. Montgomery County Police say the man was captured on security cameras driving up to the Design Emporium antique store and removing the statue from the front of the store, loaded the gorilla onto his truck, and drove off.
Man.
The shop's owner told WUSA TV,
"We're America,"
that the gorilla was recently sold to a woman planning to open a hotel.
Oh, okay.
But they have not. Kind of nice.
Okay.
Kind of nice.
Would you want to stay at a hotel with a nice big gorilla in the lobby?
Sure.
It'd be fun.
I bet that little curio shop behind the front desk has bananas in it. I bet.
No doubt.
Always stocked.
Can you climb on the gorilla? Can you grab its shoulder and kind of push yourself up and then take a picture? You're doing the kind of rabbit ears behind his head?
I would hope so.
That'd be a real good time.
That or a putt-putt course, maybe?
Oh, yeah. Between his legs?
Yeah, you putt between the gorilla's legs.
All good ideas.
By the way, speaking of gorillas, this just broke on Twitter. I don't know why people put this up right now, but it is. If you look, it looks like it's someone driving a golf cart. I wonder who it is. Oh, it's an orangutan driving a golf cart.
Okay, it is very silly.
And he's having the best time.
I really enjoy it.
That's a very big sand trap he's in, by the way.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I mean, he's quite a good driver.
He's
a
great driver.
He's focused.
Look, he's got both hands on the
Yeah, look,
wheel.
he's checking his
mirrors.
blind spots.
That's a nice golf cart.
And it's a classic Clint Eastwood co-star gorilla.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Orang.
It's
I'm
actually
sorry.
an orang.
You're right.
Oh, wait a minute. His hands are off the wheel.
He's scratching.
He's scratching.
Yeah, well, that happens.
He's still in
now
control.
he's steering again.
Oh, he's steering again, yeah.
Is
If he
anyone-
goes through a drive-through, I'm going to lose my mind.
Hi, you guys got bananas? Yeah, give me all the bananas. You got
I
any
heard the
coconuts?
McRib is back.
There's like a minute left on this. I don't know where he's going or where he is.
He's just having a seaside cruise.
Yeah, he's by an ocean somewhere.
If he pulls a cigarette out and just starts enjoying
I
it.
won't be able to take it.
Well, remember that? Do you remember that thing a few years ago? Where was that? Was it in Hong Kong? Or?
I think it was in Thailand. The gorilla's got a smoking habit because some kid made him do it as a trick.
No,
and then-
It wasn't a gorilla.
People were heaving cigarettes into the cages.
Right,
I
they
think
were
it was
throwing.
a chimpanzee.
And they became addicted
Sad.
to the nicotine.
The St. Louis Zoo used to have a beer-guzzling, smoking gorilla.
What?
And eventually died, of course. And then they stuffed it and they put it in the children's zoo part of the. And we would go look at it. And my dad would go, "Man, we used to watch this thing drink beer and smoke." And one of the zoo workers goes, "No, that never happened." And this old guy standing next to us goes, "It absolutely happened. We all." And then you can look it up. And there's a picture of him drinking a beer.
Zoos have come a long way. since
Yes,
then.
yeah.
Nobody said anything.
You wouldn't think a beer would hurt. One beer's not going to hurt a gorilla.
Oh,
Well,
my goodness.
one beer of 600 days in a row, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'll
It became quite
Coming up
definitive.
next on the Bob and Tom Show, it's the lovely Allie Breen with Sexy Time. She's coming up next here on the Bob and Tom Show.
Are your ulcerative colitis symptoms proving difficult to manage? Tremfya guselkumab can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. At 1 year, many patients taking Tremfya achieved clinical remission, and some patients also achieved endoscopic remission. Individual results may vary. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor if Tremfya can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
This episode is brought to you by Coffee Mate. After watching this season of the HBO's original series, The White Lotus, this is the tropical getaway I needed. One more pina colada, please.
Hey, you're not on mute.
Oh, I thought I was in paradise. Turns out it was my Coffee Mate. Coffee Mate pina colada and Thai iced coffee flavored creamers. Inspired by the newest season of HBO's original series, The White Lotus. For the love of coffee. Try now.
Welcome back. It's the Bob and Tom Show for a Thursday morning. This is Christopher here in the Bob and Tom Studios, doing a little sexy time for you this morning. Here's Allie Breen.
Allie, before we get to the sexy time letter segment, we had an interesting news story today. There's actually an online store that sells secondhand
sex toys.
Sex toys, I guess, would be the delicate way to put it.
Squeaky clean toys.
Yeah,
it seems like that's someone's kink.
I never thought about it
I
that
didn't
way.
even think about that.
Wow.
Well, knowing that's been
weird.
somewhere before, maybe kind of a turn on.
What a mystery.
Oh.
Are they that expensive to begin with?
They can be.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, they can be quite expensive. Sure.
I guess
Really?
you don't really get the swing, but like just
Can't
a
you get-
basic
Or if you
vibe.
get the real doll.
You can get some of them to mold to your body or whatever. You can have one molded to you, I guess, or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's weird.
That's high dollar stuff, yeah.
Okay, well, then you'd be getting, if you were getting one of those, it wouldn't necessarily fit you then, right?
Don't they have like celebrity things you can get that match the guy? Don't they have something like that? Like there was someone who had a version of their member.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's the same with women too.
I think it's
some
like
of the
lesser
porn
celebrities.
stars,
It's going to be probably your porno actors. And
Yeah, those are definitely available. They make big money.
I bet.
Yeah, like you can get a
I thought you were gonna say
fleshlight
they make
with
big sex toys.
some probably do.
you can get what now?
A fleshlight of your favorite porn star's part, and you can have.
Is there any validity to it? I mean, do they?
Yes, it's based off a mold of their pudendum.
Boy, that's desperate and
That's
sad.
a true fan.
Are you kidding? They make so much money.
Well, there's a lot of people that make a lot of money doing things that are desperate and sad. I'm just saying.
I say go for it, ladies. My gosh, if there's an audience for it, it's not for me.
Who's running the used sex? It's an actual brick and mortar? Or
No, it's an
online shop?
online store. It's kind of like an eBay or Etsy. You know, you can have buyers and sellers.
It's
and
E-Tang.
So anybody can sell their used
Exactly.
goods.
Yes.
Okay, well,
about that?
it's like chicken. I used to do something called Tradio.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like a 12-inch double donger. I'd like to trade in a set of Sears radial ply tires. I'm sorry. Let's get to our letters. Allie Breen, you can reach Allie, ALLIBREEN, on various social media platforms. Tell us your love troubles. What have we got?
Dear Allie, whenever my girlfriend comes over or we go out using her car, she has zero gas and expects me to fill it up. If this happened occasionally, that would be fine, but it's literally every single time. It's annoying. She's either so irresponsible or she's a deadbeat. What should I do?
Tell her you're not going to do it. Pull up to the gas station and go, where's your debit card? I didn't bring mine.
Yeah, she knows what she's
Get out.
doing. She's
Yeah.
smart. She's like, oh, we're going to take my car later, so I'll just let him fill it up.
This isn't clear, though. Is she putting out?
We need to know that.
Why do you need to know that?
Let's assume that she
We need to
is.
know if she's a gastitute.
I mean, if the only thing going,
Gas.
if the only thing going in a hole is that thing that you stick the gas in, then forget it.
Oh my gosh.
This could be kind of good. I mean, think of all the speedy rewards points you're going to stack up because of this girl.
Yeah.
That's nothing to shake your head at. You get a free Kit Kat bar every fourth fill up.
I feel like it's inevitable anytime my boyfriend ends up taking my car, it's always empty because it's just always close to empty. That's just how it is.
Do you
It's
not
like-
fill when you get gas? Do you not fill it up?
My vehicle, it doesn't have the sensor to stop it, so I just have to listen to the gas tank. Otherwise, it'll overflow.
What?
It's an older
never
vehicle.
heard of that.
So, like, if I just leave it going, it's going to overflow. So I just try to listen to the tank. It's like, oh, sounds like it's getting full.
You put your ear down there?
But you can hear it. There's a subtlety.
She looks like a Native American in a war movie from the 50s.
Checking the sun and everything.
Crazy. Get that thing fixed.
It's a 2006. It's doing great.
Yeah, man.
We don't know enough about this woman, or maybe it's just part of her charm. I could see this happen. This sounds like doesn't this sound like a thing from a movie where Tom Hanks is picking up Meg Ryan, and every time, I'm almost out of gas. And, but
a
sweet.
Christy had the answer. You just got to tell her, hey, I'm not doing this anymore.
I'm not doing it, man.
Take your car.
Or, yeah.
Don't take her car. Then you don't have to fill it up.
It's a good solution.
I've heard tell of some guys who take their significant other's cars and fill them up for them and bring them back.
I have done that.
Yeah, my guy would do that.
I do that all the time.
Who doesn't?
Take it to the car wash.
Well, but you like to go
the
and
inside.
be out. And I don't think
spoils me.
And I love going through the car wash.
Of course you do.
That's my meditation.
You're insane.
You only get 3 minutes of
my mantra is. It's very meditative.
That's very funny.
You know what I noticed at the gas station? I was filling up, and then I was putting the gas nozzle back, and I saw this, 18, 20-year-old girl. She pulled the nozzle out, and it was dripping all over the place, and she just hung the thing up. And that's when I went, she doesn't know that you have to shake it because she doesn't have a wiener.
Yes.
And doesn't know that when you have something like that and liquid, you have to give it a few shakes and then put it back. So how long did it take?
Wait a second. So
I thought there was a joke here.
No, there is.
There is like Oppenheimer going, they split the atom. They really did.
No, I think right now there's the urologist listening going, uh-oh, Josh better go come see me. He's got a little drip issue.
No.
You don't. You're telling me
you don't
when you finish peeing, you don't have to shake like crazy?
I Charlie Chaplin it, which...
Oh, God.
Like a hippopot.
Exactly.
So how long did it take you, Christy and Allie and Jessica, to learn that, I have to shake this thing?
First time I pulled it out and gas started coming out of the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? We knew instinctively.
You got to jingle it in there.
No, you want to spit with a gas nozzle. Don't swallow.
But is the point to get more gas in there, or is the point just so it doesn't drip on you? Because I usually just pull it out and let it drip.
You don't want it to drip on your shoes or your pants.
You smell like gas all day.
I love that smell.
I always just tap my lit cigarette against it.
Oh, that's good.
That gets the rest of the good stuff.
Let the bottom of the cigarette absorb the gasoline.
That's very good.
Knock an oxygen tank against it.
It looks really...
Ladies, you got to shake.
Macho when you do.
Well, thank you for some gas.
You don't have the wiener experience to know that.
Now, are we down to only one state that doesn't allow pumping gas?
It's New Jersey, right?
Jersey?
Oregon.
And it used to be Oregon and New Jersey.
Oregon, some places still, like if it's a really small town, they'll let you pump your gas. But my God, the first time I went there and some dude tried to take their credit card, I'm like, what are you doing? Are you trying to rob me? I had no idea.
I wish The Sopranos would have done an episode where Tony yells at some gas attendant because he can fill his... I can do it on my own, buddy.
Yeah, it's weird.
I love that about Jersey, though. Every time I go through, especially in the winter.
Oh, yeah.
It is great in the winter.
Do you tip those guys?
I never know. I usually give them $1 or $2, but I don't know what you're supposed to do, actually.
I was mad at him. I was like, no. Why is this happening?
You can be fined $500 for pumping your own gas.
In New Jersey?
What legislator got pasted with money to do this?
I don't know. I don't know the reason behind
His name was Michael Come and Go.
Okay.
Does it say what two states, or is it just the
New
one
Jersey
state?
and Oregon?
It is, okay.
It creates jobs, people say, but at the same time, when I saw people at the gas station waiting to get the attendant to help them, they're just sitting in their car waiting. So you're wasting so much time.
And the attendants will make you change. They'll make you move to where you want, where they want you. Yeah, they can be a little annoying about that.
Wow. We've lost that great jingle.
Since it's a Jersey thing.
Great jingle.
You can trust your car to the man who wears the star, the big, bright Texaco star.
Wow. I think we lost that before many of us were born.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a long, long time gone. Let's get to our next letter. Allie Breen is our guest, and the show is Sexy Time.
Dear Allie, no matter how me and my boyfriend start having sex, we finish with doggy style.
All right.
Should I be worried he's either gay or doesn't like seeing my face?
No. I got this. Both.
What girl hasn't got this? Yeah, it's okay.
Oh,
I
look
think
at
it's just-
Josh hitting his head.
Josh, you want to take this?
I don't think that's the issue. He likes doggy. That's what gets him off.
But what if she has like a tramp stamp of like Jonathan Taylor Thomas? What if that's what's happening?
He's a gamin'. No, I.
Oh,
Are the lights
man.
always off too? I wonder.
Does he make you wear a
Wait,
fake
can someone
beard?
Like it? The football pads.
I'm
Does
concerned how this woman jumped to it. Is he gay or
Right.
I don't
get that
what
part.
a nut. Okay.
You know what? He probably gets really hot in the middle of it, and he's got to stand up to kind of cool off.
No,
because
no.
when you're on
He
the
just
mat,
likes
no.
it. It feels good. He likes this, whatever he's looking at.
Warm, losing my
But
soldier.
every time for a guy that has to be the same if that's what he's into, he needs it every time.
I
You
think Chick McGee summed this up many years ago with the word specificity. For many people, there is a very specific thing that works for them, and this must be the thing for him. So, and there's not a lot of clarity as to what exactly is happening.
Right.
We don't know which orifice we're talking about here.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Oh, yeah, if he's doing that all the time.
Well,
My goodness.
That's a potential.
We
red
managed to
flag.
make it worse.
Yeah,
Good
we
job.
did.
Well, you're right. We
Hey,
don't, though.
It's not your birthday every day, pal.
But wait, as long as you're getting yours, who cares? I wouldn't think even if he is gay and you're still getting yours, all right. You know what I mean?
What the hell?
And then
That's
he's
right.
fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
Well, good luck in the
Man.
future. Try barking like a dog. See if that hastens anything. There may be another layer of this we're missing.
Oh, my goodness.
Let's
Or
move on
maybe
to our next letter.
Maybe arch your back instead of not arch it, do the opposite. Like
yeah.
like a cat and see if that turns him off. Have like a
Cat cow in the middle doing yoga.
Back out stretch.
Spitting that hairball.
We're, once again,
like, all right, turn around.
the show is Sexy Time with Allie Breen. You send letters to Allie. You reach her on various social media platforms. ALLIBREEN. What have we got, Allie?
Dear Allie, I planned a surprise party for my girlfriend, so I had to go behind her back to get in touch with friends and to kind of track where she was to accomplish the surprise. Now she's mad at me and thinks I was using that as an excuse to snoop when I swear I was just trying to be romantic. How do I get her to understand this?
By breaking up with her.
Yeah. She's cheating on you. Why else would she be so defensive?
No, she's not.
You don't think so?
Why?
Either
is she
way, she's
not
too paranoid for you. You don't need
Right.
the hassle.
That's ridiculous.
Especially if it's only for that reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How hot are her
Yeah.
girlfriends? Let's get to the bottom of this.
That's a good question.
Let's get to the bottom of this. Yeah, no.
No, it sounds like a sweet thing. The guy's trying to get her
Yeah.
friends together for a little fun.
Very sweet.
Unless you got her phone, like you stole her phone and went through her phone to get the information. That's kind of sketch because you could probably go on
Yeah.
social media to get their info.
Or if you fell off a ladder looking in her second story window into her bathroom, trying to get her attention. Hey, Amanda, knock, knock, knock. We have got a party coming up.
I just like the idea of someone on a
Do you
ladder.
need some more soap?
Oh,
End
boy.
it. That's my advice.
End it.
Yes.
Okay.
She's a pain in the ass.
Okay, sorry.
Oh.
Let's move on. The show is Sexy Time, and Allie Breen is our hostess. What have you got, Allie?
Dear Allie, there's a girl who keeps trying to flirt with me and engage with me online. It's too persistent. I looked up her profile. It really seems fake, and I'm pretty sure it's a profile my girlfriend set up to see if I'd go for it.
Oh, wow.
I've just ignored it. I've just ignored it so far. But how big of a red flag is this?
Huge.
Well, we don't.
Well, we don't know.
We don't
if
know for
that's
sure.
Real.
Red flag because you hope it is a real woman, or red flag that it might be your girlfriend?
I think might be his girlfriend.
Because it might be the
That's the red
girlfriend.
If
flag.
he's suspicious
Yeah.
that much that this could be a problem.
Just send a message like, no, I absolutely love my girlfriend, especially when she does this in bed, and then see if she does it.
Block this person.
No, take a photograph of your genitals and say, she really likes this. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm with Josh. Just block the person.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not.
an
It's
easy
an
fix.
issue. Done.
Yep.
Or he could go over the top, yeah, and just really be into it. And then when she's like,
No.
gotcha, he's like, I knew the whole time.
Yeah, and I bet you'll believe that.
Yeah. Because if she goes enough trouble to set up a fake, she's going to go, oh, I know, honey. Yep.
It's probably a hairy cop.
I'm glad you said cop.
From now on, my answer to everything is going to be a hairy cop. Okay?
Why are people so Trusting. I don't know, man.
Yeah, there's a pain out there.
We have time for one more letter here on Sexy Time. What do you got?
Dear Allie, my boyfriend has a dog and I have 2 cats. We're about to move in together, but he wants me to get rid of the cats. He's claiming he's allergic.
Totally
I know
valid.
he's not allergic.
Totally valid.
Totally valid.
Wait.
She just said he knows he's not allergic.
He just doesn't like cats, and I have no idea what I should do.
Don't. Yes, Willie had his hand raised.
No, he had his hand over his mouth.
My own mouth, because I don't want to say anything
There's a
about this.
compromise because he can take an allergy pill once a day, and eventually you do get adjusted to their dander.
But
So
he's
there's a
actually
way
not
around
allergic, though, Alsman.
I know.
Like
I think he's using it. That's
lying.
an excuse.
Well, then, yeah, take his dog.
you can't move in.
Steal his dog and don't move in. So then he has nothing.
Steal his dog.
What the
I don't know. She says get rid of the cats. Well, get
Look,
rid of
you
his
can't
dog.
call Alsman scorched earth and then yell at her for scorching the earth.
Who gets rid of their dog?
Who gets rid of their cats?
Yeah, I could never get rid of my
Sane
kitty cat.
people.
Oh,
Don't compromise here.
Cats grow on people. People who don't think they're cat people, once they live with cats, they love them.
Yes.
You're
That
exactly
always
right.
happens.
Everybody I've known that has done that has
Like a
grown
fungus, yeah.
But
They
what
have
if?
one bad experience with a cat, and they think they're all evil.
But and then what if the cats move in and then you don't like the cats and then it like builds inside of you till you yell at her and you're taking out the anger towards the cats actually on her? It could lead to an
Willie,
issue.
you weren't supposed to talk.
You weren't
about
supposed to talk.
I know. It's,
that. But you're actually
It's very
allergic.
personal to Willie.
I am. Yeah.
You do have a legit physical reaction.
Yes, I do not
See?
like.
I'm allergic too.
Yeah.
I live
Wait
with
a minute.
cat.
Wait a minute. Are you not actually allergic?
No, I am. I'm very allergic, but I'm also allergic to dogs, and I would honestly concede my allergies for a dog.
That's okay. Yeah, I got you.
Because it's a dog. That makes perfect sense. Right,
I
Chip?
got you.
Yeah, I'm right, Bill. Yeah. I could have sworn you said Chet.
I thought he said Chip.
I said Chet.
More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up next. Some Keurig talk. Also, White Claw and Dick Hitswater checks in. But we'll be back anyway. This is the Bob and Tom Show. This is the Bob and Tom Show for a Thursday morning. Welcome back. This is Christopher here in the Bob and Tom studios. How about some Keurig talk this morning? Also, White Claw is discussed, and Dick Hitswater checks in for somebody.
Oh, he was getting
look, Josh is here.
He was getting a cup of coffee.
Yeah, and I had to refill the Keurig.
Oh, that was nice of you to do that.
You're very welcome, everybody.
So now, evidently, the talent has to refill the Keurig. Is that what I'm hearing?
Things are going to pot. I'll tell you that.
Do you refill the Keurig, and then when you're done with the coffee, do you take your pot out?
Always.
That's a nice move. I don't do either of those.
Yeah, we know.
Is there a? I have a technical question. We had a reference earlier in the show to VHS tape.
Yes.
Floyd was watching, I believe it was Ricky Lake
And Sally
Jesse Raphael on VHS tape. And remember back in the day, the video recorders would have a cleaning tape.
Head cleaner.
That was called head cleaner,
Yeah.
as you know.
Right?
Yeah.
Is there the equivalent of head cleaner for those Keurig machines?
Yes.
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 Absolutely.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Yeah, you run it through there.
I just
Yeah.
did mine last weekend.
Uh-huh.
Do you have to not use it then for a while?
No, you just run hot water through it like a few different cycles, and it gets rid of all the chemicals and
So do you,
stuff.
Calcium
you
and
buy
buildup
special
and-
little
Yeah.
pods.
Uh-huh.
And if you don't do that, what happens?
You can get calcium buildup. You can get all kinds of things in there.
Poison, like
Stronger
bacteria
cup of
builds up in
coffee.
the thing.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's
Poison coffee. Okay, good.
mild Legionnaire's disease.
You
Okay.
use a Keurig.
I didn't know you had a clean thing. I hope someone's doing that.
Probably not. Yeah, we'll get some of those ordered.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're probably, knowing Jess, we probably have some in there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Knowing me, I'll make a cup of coffee out of it.
Knowing me,
Does anybody notice how weak this coffee is?
Is anybody else's esophagus melting?
Tastes like bleach.
Boy, oh boy. What a mess this is.
Could you grab that for me?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Well, this is Dick Hitswater sitting in for Willie Felter, and this is some other news.
That's.
Well, this
Two
year's
tenses
Super Bowl
there.
matchup is all set, kids. It'll be the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, this year's game will be held at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Now, rumor has it that just before the coin toss, Jake from State Farm will kick off the festivities by blindsiding Flo from Progressive on the 50-yard line.
Oh, my gosh.
That's right. Jake won't tolerate any crap from his other insurance company, the other insurance companies in his stadium, huh?
Sure.
And Liberty Mutual can't be happy about Jake's plans for the stadium's concession stands. They'll be serving fried emu.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. And the game will be a matchup between quarterbacks KC's Patrick Mahomes and Philly's Jalen Hurts. Now, Mahomes, who sounds like a Sir Arthur Conan Doyle hero, has more experience, but Jalen Hurts, whose name sounds like an REM song, is an up-and-coming star. If you're a betting person, and I'll lay odds that you are, Philly is currently favored by 2 points. Now, I don't know about gambling very much, but I do know the over-under for the game is 49.5, 49.5, which is about the same number of beers that I hope to drink during the game.
Nice.
Hey, the odds of me calling into work the day following the Super Bowl because I woke up hungover, maybe I'm hungover now, in a travel lodge, missing my wallet and all of my clothes, 100 to 1. Another gambling line was just set today by bookies. The odds of Grandpa saying something uncomfortable during Rihanna's halftime performance, 80 to 1. Oh, boy. As far as commercial odds for this year's game, it's predicted that 10% will make you laugh, 10% will make you tear up, and 80% will make you stand up and say, I have to pee like a Russian racehorse. Yeah, this is Dick Isweather, sitting in for Willie Felter, and this has been Some Other News. Bye, kids.
Really feel her. Feel it. Yeah, you don't want to.
I always heard that as Howie Felter Snatch. That's all I
had.
These were the different news channels.
I had a friend named John Felter. Really?
Poor guy.
No, I'm sure that was actually his name.
So he's not an attorney then, huh?
No.
No, he's a gynecologist.
Yeah.
John Felter. Sorry. Right now, we turn to Christy Lee at the news desk. What have we missed?
White Claw launching its own brand of vodka. The 40% alcohol.
Everybody, shut up!
By volume, White Claw Spirits Premium Vodka will be available starting in March. A brand representative told Vine Pair that the new offering is, quote, the world's first triple wave filtered vodka, a reference to the spirit being filtered 3 times using a total pressure equivalent to the power found in 3 30-foot waves.
Boy, this is some public relations BS.
That is
so I'm sorry.
I think this is marketing 101.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Has the market fallen in the... What is White Claw considered to be? What is that?
It's a hard seltzer, and White Claw essentially invented a new market. And now Bud Light has a seltzer
Everybody
now.
does.
So is this like the...
Corona?
Is this like the wine cooler of the early 80s that came and went real quick?
Kind of. I don't know if it's going to go away, though. It's pretty popular.
I'm just wondering if White Claw's looking ahead going, okay, people are going to get sick of this. Why don't we... Because, I mean, God knows the world needs more booze.
In addition to an unflavored option, the brand releasing 3 flavored versions of their new vodka, pineapple, mango, and black cherry. I would assume those are probably the 3 most popular flavors of their White Claw.
That black cherry White Claw. Have a little shower. That's a nice day for Willie.
That mango White Claw is pretty darn good.
You drink a shower claw?
Oh, you bet, man.
Do you put it in a glass? You drink it out of the can?
I just drink it in the can like a gentleman. I'm not going to put it in a glass. That'd be weird.
Why would you put it in a glass, especially if you're drinking it in the shower?
When you shower with a White Claw, what are you jamming up your ass?
Josh, the only thing that's jamming is Loverboy on my stereo, buddy.
Did you ever know anybody that had the... what was that thing called? It's sort of like a glass stirring thing. And they had like
a swizzle stick?
Yeah, they had, but I mean the big heavy one is like a magic wand size.
Yeah.
And they had
and you hold it like a pencil.
They have the whole thing. They have the mixing stuff and all of the.
Oh, if you're a mixologist, if you're making cocktails?
Yeah, but somebody.
I remember,
you go to somebody's house and they have
Cocktail
that whole
stir.
My grandparents had a setup like that.
And it had like a little spoon at the end and a long handle.
Yes, they had one of those. Right. They had the ice cube tongs that looked like chicken feet or whatever.
Oh, yes.
You can still buy a nice mixology
I think there's a
kit.
scene. I think it's in Dan Wakefield's book, Going All the Way. I think where he goes to someone's house and they make him a drink, but the guy gets it and he pours it in the shot glass and measures it all out. And when
it's a
you're
real art.
when you're in your 20s, it's give me the bottle.
Right,
that's close enough.
right.
Next.
Well, to create this new vodka, White Claw says it distills American grain 5 times using charred coconut shells instead of activated carbon from coal mining, which White Claw states is more environmentally friendly.
This is crap. If you think that the footprint of making vodka is what's causing our problems, you really.
And did you read further? It says it's powered by 3 waves.
Yeah, we talked about that in the
That is very silly.
the power found in 3 30-foot waves.
Well, sure, I was so drunk I ran over a school bus, but it's environmentally friendly. Oh, my God. Is the ambulance here yet?
You could have picked anything.
What's he driving that he ran over a school bus?
Anyway, hey, he said, trying to get away from Tom.
Thank you.
They also use coconuts to make the sound of a horse's hooves during cowboy movies.
Yeah. I like that. It's a good bit.
You know what that's called?
Clip clop?
No, the name of that art.
Foley.
The Foley artist. Very good, very good.
Yeah, I know some words.
I think that's
always actual shot.
I know, babe.
I'm trying to help your ego after the humiliating weekend that you suffered.
Yes, that's the only thing.
Boy, I'm sure you sure felt humiliated sitting in your comfortable chair with your fire going and
my doggies.
Yeah.
No, it's
Would
fine.
San Francisco have had a chance had they had their?
I think so. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. San Francisco had how many quarterbacks injured?
I mean, they had a chance with their 3rd string, really.
Yeah, and Fred Warner injured, the all-world linebacker, and never mind.
Now I have a question.
It's like talking to a dog. About
Could they
the NFL.
have over during the week? Could they have picked a new player? Are they allowed to add to the roster toward the end?
I don't think so. I think the playoff rosters are set by a certain date.
They might. Yeah.
That seems unfair if you've got.
Oh, here we go again with what's fair and what's not.
No, I mean if you've got your.
All the stadiums should have roofs on them. That would make it fair.
That would make it better television. That's all.
How about this? How about they shouldn't have continued the game because the San Francisco's quarterback?
No. I'm just saying.
Play it at a later date.
Wouldn't it be more fair to say?
Let him get healthy.
In certain circumstances, if you're missing 3 key players,
what am I thinking? Yes, Tom, you're right. That's a great idea. I don't know when the NFL is going to wake up.
$100 says that happens by next season. When we come back.
I'll take that bet.
We have more of the Bob and Tom Show. Plenty more coming up here on a Thursday morning. Tom's shoe problems and whale meat coming up next hour. But coming up in the next segment here, Pat Godwin and a heart-shaped tub is discussed. Here on the Bob and Tom Show.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Good night, itchy eyes. Good night, sudden sneeze. Good night to your symptoms of allergies. Xyzal is the allergy medicine you take before bed. It provides powerful relief while you rest your head. Not just all night, but all the next day. Xyzal keeps working, keeping allergies at bay. And without those annoying symptoms disturbing your rest, you can wake up the next morning feeling your absolute best. Remember, be wise all. Take Xyzal. At night.
Hey, gang, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show here on a Thursday morning. This is Christopher speaking. The gang is off on summer vacation. They'll be back on Monday morning. Some good stuff coming up, though, this hour. In this segment, Pat Godwin entertains, and we're going to find out about a heart-shaped tub. Let's get back to the action.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
A room. There's Josh Arnold.
He's got a nice room, doesn't he?
Yeah, lovely room. Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick extraordinaire.
Oh, thank you.
There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold. I'm Jake McGee, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much. Let's see, we got a lot to get to today, but I think we'll start with a little bit of music.
All right.
Pat, what do you feel like playing? You want to entertain us?
You have a 98.6 equivalent over there?
Entertain us, Pat.
Yeah,
Like not.
Whip something up.
I have a Road Trip with My Son song or Dog Pound Blues. You guys could choose which.
Well, I'll tell you what. We have a sweet dog story.
Okay.
Did I print the dog story for you, Christy?
Well, you doing Dog Pound Blues is up on social. I was just watching it. Let's not do that one.
All right.
Knew it would mess him up. He said confidently, well, I tell you what, we've got a dog story coming up.
Well, why don't we save that song for the dog story and let him do the road trip song?
Because Tom wants to do the dog story.
I got the dog story.
No, Chick, watch this. Let me explain to you how social media works.
That's right.
I don't care.
What would you like to do, Pat?
I'll do Road Trip with My Son then. Here we go. Took my son on many trips in cars, planes, and big old ships. I want him to see the sights, they're really cool. He saw the Smithsonian, stood and stared, and Mount Rushmore, where I thought he cared. He said, Dad, does the hotel have a pool? Does our floor have drinks and snacks? These are the questions that he asks. Can I connect my iPad to the TV's HDMI? I said, son, you're off from school. Let's be tourists and not be fools. He says, Dad, does the hotel have a pool? I took my boy to Mexico on the plane and away we go. We're going deep sea fishing where the bass are so much larger. I'm trying to spend some quality time and the ocean water is so sublime. He said, Dad, I lost my iPad charger. My device is almost dead. These are the things that my son said. I want to play Minecraft in the room here all alone. I said, son, don't be a tool. He said, Dad, don't be so cruel. And by the way, does the hotel have a pool? Answer me. I said, yes, the hotel by the ocean has a pool.
Very nice.
Boy.
Wow, that's
So
so true.
Yep.
That was true even pre iPad.
Yeah.
When I was a little boy, that was the only thing I cared about.
Yep. Does the hotel have a
Same
pool?
here, yeah.
Oh God, it would be the best. And then you'd go to the pool all day long.
And then they became indoor pools, which just changed everything.
Wow, well, that's a great song, Pat. Very
Thanks,
good.
Tom.
All true. All true.
Does some of those romantic honeymoon hotels, do they have in-room pools there in Poconos and
They
stuff
do.
like that?
Real tiny ones. They were great.
They have champagne
I've never
glasses,
been to one,
remember?
but I remember you were playing a gig at one.
Yeah, in the Poconos. Yeah,
And I remember I called you up, and you said you were about to take a bath by yourself in a heart-shaped pool. Don't get a razor out. You don't want to do the Godfather thing.
There's the mirrors in the ceiling, the hot tub, and the pool.
Wow.
I have never been to one of those places.
Oh, they're very, very.
I don't doubt that.
They're very depressing.
Ever been to a love resort there, Pop?
What? Yeah. Concentrate on one particular person and talk about our feelings? I don't think so.
No. I mean, let me rephrase it. I would love to go to the Poconos. I mean, the classic days of the comedy clubs up there. But I mean, I've never gone to one of those places. They have them in regular cities.
Why doesn't
He's calling it a little.
The heart-shaped bathtub and
why doesn't anybody call them the Pokes? Can we get that started? The Pokes.
Why don't you get that for
No,
Kelly
we're
for
doing it.
Valentine's Day? Say, I'm going to take you away, honey.
But he doesn't want to go on the romance. He wants to go on the Henny Youngman tour. He wants to go look at all the weird stages.
Honey, now see that man?
Catskills.
You see that man over there sitting stage side? That's Henny Youngman's assistant to one of his main writers. He's going to have dinner with us later. Excited?
Oh, look at that. Wow, it's a frame Mort Saul newspaper.
Yeah, there it is.
They're
Unbelievable.
at dinner. Tom gets down on one knee. She goes, oh, my God. She goes, I know. This floor was touched by Shecky Green.
oh my God, I love that.
These are all the places I used to work at.
I remember the first time I saw a comedian. I was I probably shouldn't say the guy's name. I'm sure he's still around. It was a friend of mine's party when he was would have been I guess 8th grade. We went to this place called the Executive Club.
Oh,
for 8th graders.
He was. Remember how he was raised?
It was a party.
What a bunch of snots you
so
were.
We got there. No, that was the name of the building. Was the Executive Club, and it was really kind of a low rent. It was just basically but anyway, there was there's a comedian over there.
It was like Freddie Roman or something like that.
Yeah, and they'd hired a comedian for the parents. But we.
Do you remember his name?
No, but it was something like Mickey, whatever.
Freddie Roman or
Mickey Klein or something, one of those guys. But I remember they walk up to him and say, "Hey," and okay, so I'm going to go, "Hey," and he goes, "I hear straw is cheaper."
Immediately,
that was right out of the box.
Yes,
yeah.
Well, that explains a lot.
Like Mickey Martin or Mickey, one of those guys.
He was good, whoever he was.
But and the family, they'd hired this guy. He was one of those Catskills.
Yeah.
You gotta love those guys.
I bet he killed, man.
I wish they'd let the kids watch the show.
Yeah,
but that was.
Instead, you had a party band from Chicago.
I don't know. Probably some party band who I don't remember that part of it. Now we have to move forward.
Surprised
here
it wasn't Gary Lewis and the Playboys.
Right.
I did see. I did see Gary Lewis and the Playboys once. They were already on the oldies tour by this time. It was. Gary was, I think, pushing 50 at the time.
How did he not do a song called "Hey Lady"? How did he not
do
the "Hey Lady" in the middle of it?
Yeah, he and his dad Jerry didn't get along that well, but I loved the song "This Time in Ring."
That is a great
is that a Leon
song.
Russell tune? I think
I don't
maybe.
know, but that's a great song.
It is a good.
That
song.
is a good song.
He may still be out there. The night I'm not trying to be mean here. The night I saw him, he was not really on target. I guess everybody has a rough night, maybe.
Sure, everybody does.
So
remember when he and Dean Martin's son finally reconciled at that telethon? That was really something.
Sang together.
James Martin and Gary Lewis. Were you watching live when Dean came out?
You know what? No, I missed that. I watched the telethon religiously. I tried to watch every minute of it.
Yeah.
I was really fascinated by live TV in my life at that point, and I missed it coming out. I've seen it since. But
Sure.
No, here's the tune.
So trippy.
Yeah, it has that 60s psychedelic.
This diamond ring doesn't shine for me anymore.
You get the idea.
Diamond ring doesn't
But I went to see Gary Lewis and the Playboys.
Hey, lady. Al Cooper wrote that.
Al Cooper wrote it. Yeah, I knew it was one of those guys. But yeah. And Leon Russell played in a lot of the sessions for those bands back in the day. Now we have to move forward into the world of sports with Chick McGee.
Super Bowl 57 coming up, a week from this coming Sunday in beautiful Glendale, Arizona at the State Farm Stadium. We have this from a gentleman named Ron. He says, 8 years ago, I moved from Northeast Ohio to Phoenix, Arizona. Or possibly Pahonix. I'm not real sure.
Mm-hmm. No one knows.
My love for Cleveland sports teams has long faded, but I've certainly not embraced the teams here in Phoenix either. And this year, the team was not very good. At State Farm Stadium this season, Super Bowl 57, the Arizona Cardinals went 1-7 at home. One of their losses was against the Eagles. One of their other losses was against the Chiefs. You know what that means? That's right. Whoever wins Super Bowl 57 will have more wins at State Farm Stadium this season than the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, it's a good math problem.
I think
home
legally
team, yeah.
it should be their stadium from now on after this.
Absolutely.
They should be able to own it.
One of them will be 2-0, and Arizona's 1-7.
Do they? Here's a question for you. Since they're playing at the State Farm Stadium,
God, here we go.
Do they allow commercials during the Super Bowl for Liberty Mutual or Progressive or?
Yes, I would think that the naming of the stadium rights have nothing to do with television.
The mega $1 million 1 minute commercial.
That sounds like a question that someone asks who doesn't understand money. I think. Probably. Well, we would like to advertise, but it's their stadium, so let's not. I mean, it's a Super Bowl. Let's just not. A gentleman's agreement, right? If it's ever at Limu Stadium, Lincoln Mutual. And Mrs. Emu is my favorite.
They'd have to have
television spokesperson.
I think the best commercials on TV are the insurance companies.
I know, Progressive and the guy with the emu. And
the emu thing kills me. Yeah. And but what's better than the training you not to be like your parents commercials?
Oh.
I think we get 5 or 6 email a day asking if Willie's going to take that course as soon as he can. So he doesn't.
It's too real for me.
Yeah.
I'm already turning into him. I can't stand it.
You're too young. Don't let that happen.
You guys think that I'm mean to him. I'm not mean. I'm just afraid of what I'm turning into.
My favorite moments are the moments that you're doing it and you have no idea. Like you'll come in with 6 cups from Starbucks.
Yeah. Remember when I got mad because the guy gave me a larger coffee to be nice to me?
Yeah.
And I go, I know you're trying to be nice, but really the ratio's off. I'd prefer the coffee I ordered.
Oh, no, it's
That is so Griswoldian.
That was a bad day for me.
That's training. That comes with training.
Unbelievable.
He's very proud.
Not just any kid can do that.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Okay, now
causes
raising a team of neurotic weirdos.
More great stuff on the Bob and Tom Show is on the way. Whale meat is discussed next, plus a bath pillow and little IKEA talk for you. Coming up on a Thursday here on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Fidelity. What's it cost to invest with the Fidelity app?
Start with as little as $1 with no account fees or trade commissions on U.S. stocks and ETFs.
That's music to my ears.
I can only talk.
Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Zero account fees apply to retail brokerage accounts only. Sell order assessment fee not included. A limited number of ETFs are subject to a transaction-based service fee of $100. See full list at fidelity.com/commissions. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast here to tell you about Michelob Ultra Courtside. It's getting fans closer to the NBA with a chance to win prizes like courtside seats, a trip to All-Star Weekend, and much more. Check it out at MichelobUltra.com/courtside. Michelob Ultra Superior Access, Courtside 24-25 sweepstakes, no purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents 21 and up. Begins on October 1st, 2024, ends July 1st, 2025. Multiple entry periods. Visit MichelobUltra.com/courtside for free entry deadlines, and official rules. Message and data rates may apply. Void where prohibited.
Hope you're having a great Thursday morning. This is Christopher speaking here in the Bob and Tom studios. Welcome back to the best of the Bob and Tom Show. How about some whale meat this morning, huh? How about a bath pillow? And how about some IKEA talk on a Thursday, huh?
We were talking about whale meat.
Yes, we were.
In Japan, that's now in vending machines.
Mm-hmm.
And,
it's really something.
I don't know. I mean, it's just different cultures. They eat different things. And it's just sort of disturbing that... it's all packaged up and you don't realize it's a whale. Got this from Bennett. He writes, I ate whale meat. This gets funnier. With the teriyaki marinade. So now we're getting variations.
Wow.
Huh.
I was in Iceland several years ago. It's red meat. It tastes similar to steak. It was fantastic.
No kidding.
Really?
However...
Blubber. Is the blubber the problem?
Bennett writes, I got a case of the runs afterward, unmatched in my 37 years of existence. You wouldn't expect that from Iceland. I mean, usually you associate bad cases of the runs typically with that Mexican vacation.
I've never heard,
old Montezuma.
I don't think I've ever heard the term runs used publicly.
Got the runs?
No.
Runs.
In your home, maybe, but not with
It's certainly not a topic for a polite society.
Radio show.
Yeah.
I'm just reading the mail here.
When's the last time you had the runs, Tom?
Oh, God.
Get the runs there?
You really hosed down the bowl.
Just
Come on,
Yeah.
Just destroyed it.
I'm not going to.
Just a rusty power washer.
Yeah. Feels like a number one.
It sounded like you were literally shooting a hose into the. It was just the worst.
At one point, you didn't know if it was going to stop.
No, that's the thing. You think this is not possible.
Yeah.
Okay. In any event, so I guess there's a good one more reason not to eat whale meat. Thank you for taking the time to write, Bennett. We certainly appreciate your listening and corresponding with us. Have another unusual request. I'm not sure we can play this anymore, but Mr. Lamb, we are...
He would like to hear Michael Richards at the
exclusive clip.
Christy Lee, what else have you got over there?
Police in Washington State say they found a suspected burglar fully clothed in a bathtub filled with water.
Wait a minute. Did I misunderstand? Were you going to play something and you just went to Christy for news?
No, I say we have a request for something, but it's kind of obscure, and I'm not sure it's really something we can.
So why would you even mention it?
Thank you.
Stalling, Christy. I'm trying to fill
Stalling
here.
for what?
I'm trying to find something over here that I've got.
Well, I would like to hear about this wet burglar. A wet bandit.
Thank you.
If you will.
According to Seattle police, a woman returned to her home Friday night to find a window smashed and an unknown man inside the house.
Hey, how you doing?
Responding officers instructed anyone inside to come out. When they got no reply, they went to search the home and found a suspect in the bathroom. Police said, quote, the man was clothed but very wet and the bathtub was full of water. The 27-year-old was arrested for residential burglary. He offered no explanation as to why he was in the bathtub. Well, obviously he needed a bath.
Clothed.
Well, maybe he was trying to wash his clothes at the same time. Double duty.
Like I said, my new TV show, bath salts or meth.
He could have been breaking his jeans in. Chick, do you ever get a pair of the nice raw denim jeans? They make you
Gotta
get in the
wash 'em.
tub.
Sure.
So it fits to all your crevices.
That's right.
I didn't know that was a technique.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you going to get into that, Josh? I can't imagine you sitting at home alone trying to break your jeans in.
Sounds awful. Wet jeans.
A little candle lit.
How do you get them off once you got them on?
I think you get them wet and then you stand around. You kind of walk around in them a little bit.
That sounds terrible.
That way, there's little rivets by the back of your knees and any place you're going to be bending in them.
That does sound horrible.
You're chafing.
And you're dripping water all over your house.
Yeah, I'm reading the story. This guy's in the bathtub, fully clothed, doesn't resist arrest.
All right, you got me.
Yeah, hey, look. Yeah. I knew, I said to myself, should I stop and take a bath or should I escape? I went with the wrong one, officer. Yeah, go ahead.
This reminds me of this. This would be, what's that show where they have the Who?
CSI?
Yeah, the guy would say,
what's that one show where you have the Who?
It's some dumb cop show.
We're supposed to come up with a name, and you did.
CSI.
I got it, to be fair. I did get it.
Good Lord.
He didn't resist arrest. The only thing running was the water. What a great song. Thank you very much, Pete. Pete and Roger, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what an idiot. Why, he's got to be completely high or something.
Yeah, what's going on there?
I don't know.
Did you ever take a bath with your clothes on, Christy?
No, that's ridiculous.
You ever take a bath with someone else?
Yes.
Were you ever lying in a bathtub au naturel,
Yeah.
and a guy walked in fully clothed and got in with you because it was so hot?
No.
How about this weekend? Ask your man if he'll do that.
Get in the bathtub.
He can take his shoes off if they're nice.
Thank you. I don't want. Why would you do that?
Because the idea there, Christy, is it's a romantic situation which you are so hot, this guy can't even take the time to disrobe.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want to disrobe because it's so hot?
Yeah,
and
thank you,
because of
Willie.
the water?
Well, I think Willie, that would be logical, but the whole point
Right.
is the hotness.
He can't stand it.
Yes,
Yes.
The hotness of the situation precludes one from thinking.
George
clearly.
Clooney and Jennifer Lopez in the movie Out of Sight do that.
they-
And it
yeah,
is-
that's true.
as sexy a scene
Whoa.
ever.
He's right.
Is she naked or are they?
I don't remember. I don't know if either of them are. I don't remember. But one is definitely fully clothed, and it's hot.
Are they in the shower?
George Clooney
No, they're in the
is so
bathtub.
hot. Oh, I mean,
No, they're in the bathtub.
yeah.
So this
You
guy,
learn about displacement when you do something like that, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Archimedes taught us that.
Oh, I have a nice bath pillow though, brand new. Oh, it's nice.
A bath pillow?
Yeah.
I'm lost. What?
A bath pillow? You put it on the back of your tub, so when you're taking a bath, you lay down, you have a place to put your head, and mine goes all the way down to the middle of my back, so it contours. Oh, it's so nice.
That sounds better than the last thing I bought for my bath.
What was that?
The new bath toaster.
You can all use it once.
Yeah.
You want to take a bath in the morning and a nice slice of toast.
Exactly. Some crisp rye.
You better get those special circuits.
Maybe avocado.
GFI, what is that?
Yeah, GFI circuits.
So this guy breaks into the house, fully clothed, draws himself a bath.
Apparently.
Sitting in the water in the bathtub, fully clothed.
Right.
So strange.
So the first thing he stole was just a random bottle of pills.
I like to think
must be Ambien or LSD.
He's hiding in the bath, and he goes, "Oh no! If they open the curtain, they can find me. But if I put water in here, I'll just hide under that." I hope that's what his logic was.
A financial advice website is offering to pay a couple $1,000 to assemble IKEA furniture together.
Oh.
Finance Buzz said it's searching for an IKEA DIY duo willing to put their relationship to the test this Valentine's season by building an entire IKEA bedroom set together and documenting the experience. The company says it hopes to use the market research to determine whether or not shoppers are getting their money's worth by DIYing their own self-assembly furniture.
Well, Sven, go ahead and open the door. Let's see how the couple did. Well, they're both dead.
Oh. The lucky couple will receive $1,000 for the work, as well as $1,000 IKEA gift card to cover their purchases. Applications are found on Finance Buzz's website and will be accepted through Valentine's Day.
Give them $2,000 if they don't cuss.
That doesn't seem like enough, does it? $1,000? No.
But they get to keep the furniture, presumably?
No, but they have to buy they're
that's
not
the weird
giving them
part.
the furniture. Yeah, you have to not only buy the furniture.
Well, IKEA has to make $1 too. Come on.
You ever put an IKEA bed together?
Sure.
Oh, man.
Pat, what do you have to say about it? Maybe with your guitar.
Well, you know, Josh.
Jaja?
I once tried IKEA, or should I say, IKEA tried me. Did the best that I could. Is it any good? The Scandinavian wood. Put it together yourself. This goes here, that goes there. I'm finally done, and what I have is a 3-legged chair. I looked at my desk. It was a mess, I must confess. So I lit a fire. It burns real good. Scandinavian wood.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Nice.
Excellent.
Thank you very much, Pat. Now, Christy, you were saying earlier when you get stuff you have to put together, it always comes with random Allen wrenches.
Yes.
Can you save all those?
Well, yeah, and here's the problem. Now I have an issue, and I needed to tighten something, and I can't find the Allen wrench that goes with that particular product.
For example, in your kitchen, your garbage disposal probably has a special Allen wrench.
I have no idea.
That goes in the bottom, and you spin it when it gets caught.
I have no idea where that is.
Well, you're supposed to take it, and it has a little rubber pouch, and you duct tape that to the side of the cabinet. Inside.
Well, but you got to find it first.
I don't think I have one of those.
Yeah. Your garbage disposal has most of them do. So when it gets jammed up, you're supposed to unplug it, obviously, and then you put this thing in there and
I typically do that.
Rub it around.
If I put together a piece of furniture that has an Allen wrench, I tape it to the bottom or the back.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Well, you're more organized than me. Congratulations.
I am a much better person.
Yes, you are.
In every way.
Resourceful. And
You don't have a pillow for your bathtub, do you?
I don't.
Oh, you'd love it.
I know I would.
Do you take baths at your house?
No, I don't.
I'm the perfect size, though. I mean, I
You
fit
are small.
perfectly in the. I have a nice garden tub thingy. Oh, it's perfect.
Do you have candles lit and stuff?
No, I could.
It is hard to beat a shower, though.
Yeah, I know it. Yep.
Oh, but not for relaxing
Nice hot
and bubbles.
What about you do the bath, but you hop in the shower before the bath? That way, you're not, laying in your filth. It's clean, the whole experience.
Have you ever done this? Because it's a jacuzzi tub. You put the bubbles in and you forget and you turn the jacuzzi on, and then all of a sudden the bubbles, they take over.
It's like a Three Stooges movie.
It's like a Three Stooges movie.
You know what I've always wanted to see? Remember in all those old movies? They'd always be at a gym. And they'd run by some guy it looked like he was in a clothes dryer with his head sticking up.
Right.
And then someone would always take a broom and stick it in the handle, and then they'd run by a few minutes later, and the guy would have shrunk.
Right.
What a great guy.
Those weird steamers.
Do they still have those things? The personal steamer?
The sauna thing? I don't know. Chick, you'll like this, maybe. The candle holders around my bathtub, I actually received from you as a wedding gift from one of your previous administrations when I got married to one of my previous administrations.
Isn't that nice?
Holy
hell. Yeah.
They're very, very painful to look at.
No, they're very nice. The candles are still on them, too. I've never burned them.
Yeah,
All
I
those years.
remember buying those. They were at,
No,
Yeah.
Christy. Once again, for your
I'm glad you
garbage
enjoy them.
for your garbage disposal, I'm totally serious.
Well, I bought, my house
look-
is way used. So
Look
who
underneath
knows?
your sink. There's probably a little rubber.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what it's like to have a conversation with Tom. Now, Christy lives in the house.
Yeah.
Has access to the house.
Right.
You know where the sink is. You know
Sure.
where your garbage disposal is. Yeah, your contention is that you don't have one of the keys to help
I'm sure
your
it's there somewhere. Just never
garbage.
looked for it.
You don't have one.
When it's installed,
Now Tom's assertion is that, yes, you do. You just don't know where to look.
No, look under your sink. It's probably under there.
It's there.
Okay.
Now that's called a Peter Allen wrench because it can go either way. In order to free.
Now, that was a long way to go.
But for the 13 people who got it, well worth it.
Hey, when my baby smiles at me, I go to Rio.
De Janeiro. Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Voting is now open for the Minnesota Department of Transportation's Name a Snowplow
Oh, they're letting
contest.
Minnesotans vote now? What is the world coming to?
Not even a real
NPR
state.
reports that the department narrowed the list of suggestions to 60 contenders this year after receiving 10,000 submissions.
I could have been a contender.
You could have been.
I could have been something, Charlie, except what I am. Let's use a bum. I'm just a bum.
Chick McGee, ladies and gentlemen.
Not bad, buddy.
Thank you. I just watched it.
good.
Thank you.
Among this year's choices.
We're on the waterfront, Tom.
Very good.
Is that the Stella one?
Me and
No,
what's her
no,
face?
no.
Yeah. Tell her it is. Yeah, she'll mention it at a dinner party. You know Marlon Brando? Well, they're both Brando. That's true.
Stella.
He yells Stella and on the waterfront. Remember that, Josh?
Which one is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he says, I could have been a godfather.
That's right. You come on my daughter's birthday. I could have been somebody, Sonny. Oh, sorry.
Among the choices this year are Bobsled Dylan.
All right. So these are the snowplow in Minnesota. Bobsled Dylan.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I can't come up with my own. I have to pick one they've come up with.
Well, I only have 6 of the 60 that are available to be voted on,
Okay, so these are perhaps the most popular.
or the ones we've been selected to read. Mary Tyler Moore Snow.
I like that one. That's
Mary
funny.
Tyler Moore Snow.
Well, but also it's going to give you less snow because it's getting rid of the snow, so it doesn't even make sense.
And
No, it's just tacked on.
No,
Do you
but
remember?
the Mary Tyler Moore show took place in Minneapolis.
In Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Oh, so
So is it the Mary Tyler Moore Snow?
It just says Mary Tyler Moore Snow.
I don't like it.
How about
Keep going.
Something's up.
How about Blizzo?
that's cool. I like
don't
that.
get
I
it.
don't like that.
Like Lizzo.
Like a
she's
blizzard,
from.
they
like
weigh the-
Lizzo?
Is Lizzo from Minnesota?
I think so. Yeah.
Uh-huh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know there are new man's on the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, that's
Han-
right.
Oh yeah. Han
Professor
Snowlo.
Newman isn't the Minnesota Vikings.
I'm sorry.
Han Snowlo.
Okay.
Was that from Star Trek?
Oh boy. Queen Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth.
That's
What
terrible.
what a nice tribute.
No
A
joke.
Touching tribute.
I'm sure she's honored wherever
She's
she
the
is.
same temperature right now.
Oh,
it's my fault. I
Fleetwood
killed her.
Mac.
I like Fleetwood Mac the best so far.
It's good.
Those are the only choices I have. Online voting runs through February 3rd, with the top 8 names going to plows in each of the Minnesota Department of Transportation's 8 districts.
I'm writing in Jeremy Renner. What are you going to do?
Oh God. He's
how
okay,
about
right?
Blade with Wesley Snipes? Blade, no.
Yeah.
He's
No
going to
Blade.
be okay, but it's going to take a long, long time. He's at home in Lake Tahoe now, B.
None of his shirts fit. Now.
He saved his nephew.
He
He's
did
a-
save his
Yeah,
nephew.
a true hero.
Yeah, he is a hero.
Just his chest.
Callously making jokes about
Okay.
Almost died.
Okay. Oh, I've got the whole list.
Yeah, you got a lot over there.
He's got the whole list.
In his hand, he got the whole list. In his hand.
Thank you.
Oh, I got carried away.
Okay. A lot of these are better than the top 10.
A lot of these are better than the top 10. A lot of these are
Better than the top 10.
Freeze Louise.
All right.
Freeze Louise.
I like that one.
Okay.
Melton John.
Yes. Yeah.
Lollapalooza. I like that one, too. Kim Kardashian through the snow.
That's so clunky. It might be my favorite.
No, this is my favorite. Hippopotamus. No? Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is pretty good. A little bit dated. Scoop. There it is. Remember, whoop, there it is.
Tag team, back again.
Wolfgang Amadeus Snowzart.
All right.
Okay. Taylor Drift. That's more contemporary.
Up next on the Bob and Tom Show, Tom's having some shoe problems, and a wealthy hobo is discussed. Next on the Bob and Tom Show.
Classic rock. Q95.
Don't make me go in there. I was just passing by. I don't want to go in there, because I know if I take just one whiff, I'll die. 'Cause Daddy's been in there. He took the paper along, and he's been in there for hours. And for a while, Mom and I were sure that something was wrong. But he said he was reading. But I think something's amiss. For if my dad was just reading, then how in the hell could our bathroom ever smell like this? Daddy, please don't go. Daddy, please don't go. Daddy, before you go into your trance, give the rest of the family to go before you go. Before you go. Now the wallpaper's peeling. The fumes are out in the hall. They just bounced off of the ceiling and blew up my nose and just flattened me against the wall. Sing with me, won't you? Daddy, please don't go. Daddy, please don't go. Daddy, please don't go. Daddy, please don't go. Daddy, before you go into your trance, give the rest of the family a chance to get in there before you go. Before you go. Daddy, please don't go. Daddy, please don't. Fire in the hole!
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show on a Thursday morning. This is Christopher here in the Bob and Tom studios. More of the best of the Bob and Tom Show. Tom's having some shoe problems in this segment, plus a wealthy hobo. Let's find out what's going on with that.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Tom.
A couple quick things. We were just talking to Christy about
Yes.
getting a Valentine's Day present for your man,
Mm-hmm.
your boyfriend. Have you got a card and a
Yep.
gift? And the gift is a thing.
Uh-huh.
It's not like a trip or an experience. It's
a thing.
But is it like
And I have a card.
a restaurant or something?
Nope.
No.
So it's something that is it something he can use repeatedly?
No.
Is it something you're going to insist he wears?
Nope.
Do you ever buy
But you
clothes
guys,
for him?
he's listening. What? Do I buy clothes for him? Yes.
Oh, I love that.
I hate that.
So do you want to dress the way she wants you to dress? Exactly.
No.
So there's no pressure on you. You just put on what you.
So last week,
Oh boy.
Yes.
Top of the shoes.
Wait a minute. There's nothing you're going to say. We all know how you dress, and
No, so last
we all
week-
realize it must be changed.
Last
okay?
week, Godwin was wearing these shoes. I'm not a shoe guy, and I've got like I don't know, just a handful of pairs of shoes. I don't care about it.
Right.
And whereas I have friends that have hundreds of pairs of shoes, and they've got all kinds of.
Not talking about me. I ain't no friend of his.
My friend P. Taz has shoes that
Oh,
he
yeah.
leaves in the box and the whole thing, and they collect them.
Mm-hmm.
But Pat had on these shoes, and I don't particularly like wearing athletic shoes. But he had on these athletic shoes, and I know those, and they slip on. You don't have to tie them,
exactly,
which is convenient at 4 a.m. when you're trying to get in here. So I went out and got a pair of those.
Mm-hmm.
Pulled them out of the box in front of Kelly, and immediately she goes, "You're not going to wear those, are you?" What's wrong? They're just like ordinary looking. They don't have. I don't like wearing logos. There's no logo on them. So then last week I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna upgrade here.
Okay.
And Chick was wearing these really nice looking shoes,
Right.
and they're called like Sanitation or
Sanitation worker. Yep.
They're from Spain.
That's right.
What are they? What's the name of them?
I'm not helping you anymore. Don't include me in your Mad Libs.
It's
It has a weird. It is a weird.
Sartarian or
that could be it. They sound
I have no
Armenian.
idea.
Sartarian might have been it. So I got a pair on. What is it?
Satorison.
Satorison.
Now,
so one
please
online.
continue.
One online. Got a pair.
Yeah.
Get back from our little vacation over the weekend.
And they're there waiting for you.
I pull them out. Make the mistake of opening them in front of her.
Oh boy.
And I said, "How do you like these?" And I get the blank stare. So I guess not much.
She doesn't like them.
And I said, these are really cool. Chick, who knows everything about shoes, told me to get a pair of these.
Maybe if you can't get something good for yourself, maybe you could get her something that she would like. You know, like a new pair of shoes or a younger boyfriend. You know, maybe there's something that she's really desiring.
It sounds like this ain't about the shoes.
So if the younger boyfriend is wearing these sanitation shoes, is she going to say to the guy?
He did. In a way, he did.
You blame me for your shoes. So a chick told me to get a pair. No, I didn't. You asked me what kind of shoes I was. You said those are nice. What kind of shoes I was wearing? I gave you the brand name.
As
That's
a
all I
matter of
said.
fact, Chick, you did not want to give him the brand name.
No,
it was he had to pull teeth.
No,
so you didn't want anything to do with
I'll try to wear them tomorrow.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So when you are with Kelly,
right,
and does she? And you're going out. You're going on a date. She dress you?
No, but the conversation usually goes like this. I walk in and she goes, "You're going to wear that?"
Well, it's
then I go back to.
Well, you wear the same thing all the time, so I can't imagine.
Check.
There's a lot
What
to
if he
choose
came in
from.
one day and Kelly's got him in like an Ed Hardy T-shirt and Affliction jeans?
No. A nice Robert Graham, shirt,
know what that
skinny
means.
jeans.
Well, you cut your socks, first of all.
Well, you can't see that.
You dress like a wealthy hobo.
Tonight on Hobo with Money.
So does she buy you clothes at all? Does she?
On occasion, yeah.
Oh.
I have very specific taste.
I know, but when your lady buys you something, you wear it and you grin and bear it.
Okay.
You grin and wear it.
All right. Okay. Well,
Tom, I have a question. I was recommending something, and you said, "Oh, I'd like to get those." And you went. I sent you a link to a website, and you ordered them, and apparently were defrauded money.
Oh yeah, I'm still.
Has
waiting
that
for
been
that.
worked out?
I'm working on it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I apologize for that.
Did you ever get those things?
Yeah, and I didn't have any problem at all. So I've been feeling bad about this.
Well, we'll see. I ordered 5, and they're supposed to send me 50.
Hey, they make great gifts.
And then I wrote, you're all about to get one. I said, no, I only wanted the 5. And then I sent them a letter, and they sent back, all of our people are off on vacation for the next 2 weeks, which sounded to me like fraud.
So they sent you 50?
Supposedly. We'll see. They're on the way.
So you sure you didn't order 50?
I went back and looked. No,
Okay.
I ordered 5.
Okay.
I looked
And they charged you for 50.
Oh, yeah. I noticed
Okay.
that.
All right. Well,
they're small devices, so you may be getting peppered with them on a regular basis.
I do apologize.
I'm sorry. Okay, we have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News desk. Chick, I think they're really cool looking shoes. I'm going to wear them tomorrow. We'll take it.
Yeah, I was going to ask, did you wear them today?
No, I don't have time to.
To what? Time to
what?
What do you not have time for?
Would you walk in here barefoot?
I have to put had to put the inserts in. I was very busy
forgot my
yesterday.
shoes again.
And
He
again,
just looks
I'm
like
not living in
Dobby.
my own house, so when I get up in the morning, the lights are all off, and I'm trying not to get the dogs awake. The usual.
Was she
chaos.
aware that you were wearing her father's shoes last week?
Yeah, I told her.
Yeah. How'd that go over?
Fine. I mean, I had no choice.
Those shoes were actually cool.
Yeah, I got to look up what kind they are.
I think they were Timberlands, weren't they?
I have no
Something
idea.
like that.
Does she not like those because those are also old guy shoes too?
They're not
Those
old
are
guys.
dad's.
They were outdoor boots.
Her father is much younger than Tom.
Like 10 years, I think.
We are in some rough territory.
I love it when the jokes are the truth. Man,
I love saying to him, this is probably before your time. That is so funny. I'm so sorry. So my point here, Christy, is Valentine's Day.
Yes. Do you have something for your sweetie?
I'm working on something.
Yeah, just hand her cash. Go get whatever you want, baby.
You got to do something. I'll come up with
I
something.
can't imagine trying to buy for you for Christmas. That has to be difficult. What does she get for you for Christmas? What did you get from your girl for Christmas?
Jewelry.
You got jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
You got her jewelry, or she got you jewelry?
I don't wear jewelry. I got
Well,
her
then what
jewelry.
did she get you?
She got him a big chain, says Tommy Money on it.
Yeah, long pockets.
Hello.
This all started with a discussion about you. And see, one of the things.
You're the
whenever-
the king of doing
Christy,
that.
he doesn't remember.
He doesn't remember.
He doesn't remember.
You sure doesn't.
Sorry.
You always, no matter what the holiday, you are always months ahead.
I love buying gifts. It's like, I love it.
So I'll ask you in October, and you'll say, "Well, I've almost got my Christmas shopping done."
Yeah, I had almost all of it done in November.
It feels
Easy.
good when you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like to, look for things. It takes a while to find that right
Now, let me
thing.
ask you this: this thing that you bought your boyfriend,
Yes.
it's he can only use it once. Is that correct?
I'm not going to talk about this because then you're going to.
Is it a rocket?
I'm
Or a
sending him
condom?
to outer space. What'd you say? Condom.
Don't be silly, Pat. You can reuse condoms. Come on.
That's true.
Coming up next on the Bob and Tom Show, next hour, some statue talk, and the Wolfpack Band is on the way next hour. But coming up next, Floyd checks in, plus bananas and famous foreheads. All next here on the Bob and Tom Show.
Business taxes. We're stressing about all the time and all the money you spent on your taxes.
This is my bill?
Now Business Taxes is a TurboTax small business expert who does your taxes for you and offers year-round advice at no additional cost, so you can keep more money in your business. Now this is taxes. Intuit TurboTax. Get an expert now on TurboTax.com/business. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back. This is Christopher here in the Bob and Tom studios. Again, the gang is out on summer vacation. They'll be back live here in the studio on Monday morning. Well, Floyd the trucker is going to check in during this segment. Plus, bananas are discussed and some famous foreheads. Let's get back to the action.
And it's great to be here. Thank you very much for joining us. Now, coming up, of course, we have the Ace Cosby joke of the day. But first, apparently, we have this. I'm not sure what this is.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Hey, Floyd.
Lloyd, how are you, sir?
I've enjoyed your payback in program.
Oh, you're welcome.
Well, yeah.
It's amazing all the minerals, we could harvest from the ground. And all your teabag talk got me thinking about the time. Well, I couldn't have been more than 6 or 7, but Mom would send us outside to play the entire day, We didn't have video games like these kids today. We had to go outside and kind of find our fun.
Yeah, good days. Good
She'd
times.
be cleaning the house, listening to her Johnny Mathis records, of course. Of course. She loved Elvis, too. There'll never be another Elvis.
No.
It's amazing what he could do when he put his mind to it. But not a day would go by that my brother and I went out the back of the house with shovels just digging away.
Oh, really?
Of course, back then, most kids my age were trying to dig their way to China.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I'm glad we never made it there on account they'd surely put us in one of those sweatshops making kangaroo sneakers or something for Larry Bird. Commie flags or fruit by the foot, who knows? Me and my brother, we was always in the backyard digging for buried treasure.
Ah, yes.
And other than the whole mess of night crawlers in a wheat penny, me and Bubby really never found that much.
Yeah.
I remember one day, Tom, we were out there digging, and we get down to around 3 foot, and we start finding pure coal.
Oh, good. That's handy. Sure.
Well, we keep digging, and sure enough, there's more coal. We had a whole mess of coal. Thought we'd struck it rich. Couldn't wait for Diddy to get home so we could show him our new fortune, of course. We worked all day, had a whole mess of coal piled up in the yard by the time Diddy got home.
Oh, wow.
And he came in the backyard, and boy, he got madder than a puffed toad. He said, boys, that's not coal. That's what you call horse apples. You done gone and dug up our septic system. Well, needless to say, he kicked the shine and made us bury our new fortune back in the ground,
Sure, yeah.
You think cracking a tea bag and make a mess. Boy, we smelled worse than getting sprayed by a skunk.
I bet, Floyd.
It's hard to ruin a pair of tough skins. Mama ended up having to bathe us in about 20 cans of tomato juice.
Sure, yeah. Oh, yeah.
To this day, I still won't drive anything with a V8 in it. Boy, this COVID-19 is something else, isn't it?
You just noticing that?
It really is.
Yeah.
Thank God we got Dr. Fauci on it. Good night.
Thanks, Floyd.
We'll see you, Floyd.
It's hard to ruin a pair of tough skins.
That's why they're called tough skins to begin with.
Even as a parent, does anyone still say you're going to dig all the way to China?
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's
I
sad.
still like to dig up the backyard looking for arrowheads and stuff. Kids did that, right?
Oh, sure. But the phrase, you're going to get all the way to China. Is that still? Remember, because that would happen in cartoons, you remember.
Right.
And there would typically be a rather unfortunate stereotype on the other end of the hole.
At the very least, a large hat.
Yes. yes.
You're always talking about how it's so hard to grow up when you're a little kid, and we had woods behind our house, and I went by my old house not too long ago, and the woods behind our house was just basically a strip of trees between the neighborhood behind us. And it was like, but to us, it was woods, and it just, everything seems so grand and exploring and fun, and then you get up and grow up, and just,
you wake up and you've got no Wi-Fi. And damn it. Oh, sorry, that's just me.
Is that just today?
No, yesterday.
Oh, okay. So it's all good now.
I'm tired of hearing about it already.
Fine.
Right?
I'm just,
Yeah, he's fine, Josh. It's really not a big deal.
Why did I bring it up?
Pay for it. I think it might work. I'm sorry, Chick.
That's sports.
Oh, finally.
We had the Tom Brady banana end thing, and by the way, that's what he puts in his smoothies. He doesn't put the banana end in it, the dark part.
Puts the middle part in.
Someone sent us, Chris said, hey, the name of the end of the banana has a name. It's actually called the bananas.
I like it. Bananas. We need to remove the bananas.
That's a song,
that
Pat.
taste?
Bananas.
You say bananas.
Be a good sport, won't you?
Oh, that's great.
Christy.
Police in Naples, Florida. Once again, Florida man arrested a drunk man who was apparently trying to have sex with the door of a building.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, that mail slot. Yeah, show me more, baby.
Well, it says they don't even have a mail slot.
Oh,
Police found John S. Forspaniak sweating profusely and making sexual gestures toward the glass door. According to NBC2.
Oh, we got some new ones. NBC2, more news, more often.
Forspaniak was extremely intoxicated when the incident occurred. Mr. Forspaniak also walked up to an off-duty police officer and his family and challenged them with a karate stance. The officer added they tried to walk away, but the man followed aggressively.
Oh, man.
The station reports Forspaniak had also hid away in an alley and jumped out at people to scare them. He was charged with disorderly intoxication and public disturbance.
They should have invoked the Indiana Jones rule when he started giving him a karate stance.
What's that?
Oh, I'm a karate dude. Look out.
Trying to have sex with a door?
Yeah.
Boy.
Maybe he was seeing his reflection.
It must
on
have
the
been his
door.
birthday because the door was exit only.
Oh, no. I thought you were going to say he's trying to get a knob job.
Whoa.
Well, it'd be a doorknob job.
Yeah, where would you put your the keyhole? I mean, that...
Maybe the door had beautiful knockers.
Maybe.
Is there a picture of the door here?
I haven't tried to
What if it's the
even look.
hottest door you ever saw?
Jim Morrison. You look at it and you're like, oh, I get it.
Wow.
Look at the ass on that door, huh?
Oh, it's the back door.
Yeah, what's that old joke? When is the door super hot when it's ajar? Is
Yeah,
that what
right,
it
right.
is?
Yeah,
Wait a minute. That's close. That's is this one of those, do you think, drug related?
He was drunk.
Just drunk? Okay. All righty. Well, good luck to you, sir.
All right. And also from Florida, a traffic ticket will be dismissed for the driver who swerved to avoid a couch that fell onto the road. You'll recall we had the story earlier in the week.
Good, yeah.
Jake Singer told the South Florida Sun Sentinel he and his girlfriend were driving home on I-95 when the couch fell from the back of a truck. His girlfriend swerved to avoid hitting the sofa. She lost control of the car and crashed. It was a Toyota Corolla, remember? It was a horrible crash, but they were able to get to the hospital. They were fine.
Somewhat of a steep fine they were given.
Yeah, $166 traffic citation.
Not fair, yeah.
Issued to the driver.
That's an armoire and a leg.
Oh!
Oh, thank you.
What?
Oh, thank you.
The fine. I mean, they were avoiding a sofa, an armoire, and a leg. No.
How can you get fined for that? What is she supposed to hit the sofa?
Exactly.
The cop. I read that the cop said that they were following too close, and that they should have been able to. That's ridiculous. Of course
That is ridiculous.
Right.
Even if they were.
And we've all seen that guy, mattress guy. Him and his buddy just they're holding the mattress with their hands, and then the wind takes it sailing.
Love mattress guy.
No, I was behind a truck the other day, and it was full of drywall and limbs, and I mean, it was precariously perched on the back of the truck bed.
Did all the stuff fly off of it?
I was waiting. I got around them
So
as
this
quickly
couch
as I
fell
could.
off of it. Ironically, you know where this happened?
Where?
Iowa, Davenport.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that makes sense. That's another piece of furniture. Chick.
Well,
yes,
she's right
Josh.
here. Okay.
You mentioned that you don't care for the fact that on Wheel of Fortune, people buy vowels.
My vowels.
You
I
say,
don't
what are
get
they
it.
doing? Well, we've got a letter here from Pat, who was a big winner on the Wheel of Fortune.
Oh.
For real. And he says that as a former contestant, I can assure you those who do buy vowels do not know the puzzle. They're doing it because they, it's not easy to figure it out. Well, it might be easy for you at home to solve the puzzle.
Oh, okay.
When you're under those big lights and you've got the
kidding.
the bright
Yeah,
lights.
you need all
on.
the help you can get.
Buying a vowel not only helps you see more of the puzzle, it gets you more time to figure it out.
And
Gotcha.
You got Sajak's forehead staring at you? Yeah. That's like a 5-head. Am I right?
That's good.
It's a big one.
Not a forehead, it's a 5-head.
Famous foreheads and
Famous forehead.
Famous
Peyton Manning.
foreheads.
Peyton Manning's got a good one. Lindsey Buckingham of Fleetwood Mac.
Christina Ricci? I never thought of Lindsay Buckingham as a big forehead.
Lester Holt from NBC News.
I have to recuse myself from this conversation because I've got a sizable forehead.
I was going to say, there's one in this room, you guys. Josh Arnold.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
forehead. It's a healthy forehead.
It is healthy, yeah.
That's a good Christian forehead.
So this...
Is there a religiosity?
I don't know.
the.
Tom, do you have a... is that considered a forehead?
Because you've...
I don't think so. Just a bald head, I think would be the correct analysis.
Okay,
there.
I was looking up on Google, largest forehead.
Yes.
Innocently enough, like 4 or 5 mentions down in Google, Largest poop ever recorded.
Oh, well, let's pivot then.
Can we go to that?
Oh, my God.
Well, I have to.
Could we just get back to
Is
the
it by
discussion?
a person?
In February of 1990, I'm reading this for the first time. In February of 1995, working in conjunction with nutritionists at the University of Michigan.
Yeah.
Go blue.
This gentleman writing, and I don't know who this is, and if I did, I wouldn't give you his name. He says, I adopted a super fiber-rich diet, which allowed me to successfully produce. It was the exact length of my colon. 26 feet.
God, come on.
That's a lie. I simply don't believe it.
Was he moving?
What a happy accident.
Hey, Ed, courtesy flush, for God's sake.
I mean, that wouldn't even fit in your toilet.
You couldn't get the lid shut.
He'd have to be walking while landing.
Yeah, how do you measure
that? Could someone screen your mail?
Well, I laid it. You uncoil it.
No, there was someone cutting it. There was someone cutting it, like when you make fresh pasta at home.
One man, 40 cups.
Coming up on the Bob and Tom Show in the next segment, the Wolfpack Band. I don't think Josh really cares for them. We'll find out next here on the Bob and Tom Show.
So good, so good, so good.
New markdowns up to 70% off are at Nordstrom Rack stores now. Fresh kicks, spring tops, new dresses. There's always a score.
I mean, the denim section is unreal.
Why do I rack? All the dresses. I always find something amazing.
Head to your Nordstrom Rack store to find can't-miss deals on all the spring things. Great brands, great prices. That's why you rack.
This is the Bob and Tom Show for a Thursday morning, the best of the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back. This is Christopher speaking. Here's a funny segment about the Wolfpack Band. I don't know that Josh really cares for them. Let's get back to the show.
I want you all to know that I would rather be here with you than with the finest people on the earth.
Oh, that's very nice.
Thanks.
Where would you rather be than right here, right now?
Nowhere.
Right here,
Nowhere.
right now.
With Jesus Jones.
Yes.
It's
Great song.
Great song.
Great song.
Earlier I played a little bit of this. This is Willie. You picked it up right away. Very good.
Never heard of these guys. I'm intrigued.
I think they're all from University of Michigan.
Sounds very Princess.
Absolutely. Yeah, a little bit. This one. There's a great video of them live at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, they sold out Madison Square Garden a few years ago. I mean, they're incredible. They're all really smart musicians, and it's like
very precise.
It borderlines math rock sometimes, but it's really jazzy and pretty funky. It's
Do they
cool.
sing like that all the time?
No. There's quite a. I'm sorry. What was your? I didn't hear the Philistine chorus. What
Sounds fairly contrived. Yeah,
I see.
Manufactured,
uninspired.
Unlike your band, of course.
Well, the funk band known as Wolfpack has come up with a creative way to make some extra money on their next album.
Off-putting name.
Vulfpeck.
Wolfpack.
Actually, Chick, you would actually like this.
Wolfpack?
He would.
Wolfpack.
Yeah, they sound kind of like Snarky Puppy, if you know that band. They're great.
They're selling a song to the highest bidder for their next album. Band leader Jack Stratton made that announcement on social media in a video and explained the band is selling a spot on their forthcoming album on eBay.
No thanks.
According to Stratton, the winning bidder will get naming rights to the track, 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the album, though the listing states that, quote, the seller reserves the right to not approve any title and or recording that the seller deems obscene, hateful, or just plain creepy.
Huh.
I'd pay to name it. That's for sure. Yeah.
I mean,
more garbage.
I wonder what let's look up the current bid on this.
They might not.
I think it's 150. No,
it was 50,000
50,000.
last I looked, and it concludes on September 5th.
Really?
But that was yesterday, so let me see if I can.
I'll give them $25,000 if they let Slipknot come in and kick their asses.
Wow!
Wow,
that'd be so awesome.
He's angry.
War of the bands here.
Yeah. Could you give it just?
Do you think they might suffer a little negative opinions for doing this, or do you look at it all of it's all positive?
I think it's a great idea.
Is the money going to a certain place, or are they just collecting?
They'll pay for creating this album.
Right in their
pocket. What a great idea.
How do you spell these pricks' name?
What is your problem here?
VULFPECK album.
That's kind of smack of manufactured rock. I got to tell you.
No. They're gonna just sell the one track.
Oh yeah, look at them. They're all
kind of a stunt.
all handsome, sort of.
Of course they're handsome. Why wouldn't they be handsome?
Carelessly unshaven, and corporate as hell. All right.
I can't find a current bid.
Oh yeah, that one's in a tank top with his muscles. That's cool.
That's great stuff.
Oh God, I want to paintball all of them.
Well, maybe this will be to more of your liking, Josh.
Okay.
Metallica will be the first act featured in a series of concerts that will be shown at drive-ins across North America.
Cool.
Metallica will film a full concert that will be shown as part of the Encore Drive-In Nights series on August 29th. Each ticket purchased will come with 4 downloads of Metallica's new S&M 2 album with the San Francisco Symphony.
Oh,
you can
that's
find
awesome.
details at EncoreNights.com.
You know, they call that symphony the treat. The San Francisco
Treat?
Is that right?
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Never mind. I'm looking up Wolfpack.
Wolfpack.
Oh, you'll like them. They're cute boys. Yeah.
What is your problem? It's unbelievable. It's like
Oh, I like this title for the album: "The Joy of Music, the Job of Real Estate."
it's great. Oh, I think they're right up your alley, chick. They're very unusual.
If it's funky, I'm in. But if they keep
Yeah, chick, watch their live at Madison Square Garden concert. It's on YouTube. You'll really enjoy it. It's a whole. It's very long. It's like a day thing.
Oh, Christ!
Wow, it's a couple hours.
Let's just go back in time 3 minutes. There you go. Very nice.
Oh my goodness, this picture is really like.
Aren't we dreamy?
No, hey, you're a bunch of jackasses got together and we're playing Vince.
God. They look like every guy.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, we're here.
They're every dude you want to fight walking out of an Aeropostale.
They do look like they're hanging out.
Josh, do you sort of gatekeep at Aeropostale?
I do, yeah. I'm just a bully sitting outside on a bench.
Sit there with your orange Julius.
Hey, buddy,
so glad you're
sir,
so
the food
tolerant.
court is down that way.
That striped shirt's got J. Crew written all over it. I mean,
Yeah, they kind of have like a Vampire Weekend vibe where they all went to sort of
I
a
like
nice
Vampire
college,
Weekend very
and
much,
you know it's you know I don't think these guys. I'm going to shut up. Yeah, I like their music.
Okay, but you could perform a cut on their album.
Wow,
those sunglasses cost $700.
What?
The sunglasses the guy's wearing.
How do you know?
Because Chick has.
I just know.
Because Chick is arguing with himself about whether or not he's going to buy them.
I know stuff. Hang on a second. You shut up.
You know what? That's one of my favorite things about you, Chick, is that you will treat yourself. I've always
Tom can take this. I've spent many years treating others.
But I've always admired that. I've always liked it.
Yeah. To this day, he can't buy a couch.
No, I won't. I refuse.
I bet.
He's got a couchless house.
I can buy a couch, but I have to call it a love seat.
Yeah.
Because
You get shivers?
There was no love there, baby.
There was a period of time where he bought many a couch. What's wrong with the one we have? We've only had it for 3 months.
No, what's wrong with the 8 we have?
Oh, man. I hate to hear it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Back to you, Christy.
Well, on the other end of that coin, a corpse has been discovered during the renovation of a $41 million mansion in Paris.
All right, we're going to open up this. Oh, my God!
It wasn't found in the couch, Chick. The crumbling mansion had been abandoned for over 30 years until it was bought at auction this past January by Jean-Bernard Lafanta. Lafanta immediately began restoring the property, but work was halted after a
Formerly
corpse
Helvetica.
was discovered in the basement.
Le Pica?
French newspaper Le Monde said the body exhibited wounds that prompted police to open a murder investigation.
Oh, my God.
Papers found on the body allowed authorities to identify the man as Jean-Pierre Reynaud, and his death was dated to about 30 years ago. Quote,
Wow.
He was someone of no fixed abode with a drink problem, according to a police source.
Interesting.
We could imagine a fight with someone else.
Sounds like me.
Living on the margin, but it's unclear whether he died in the mansion or was brought there, and we may never find out who was responsible. It's quite possible the murderer is himself now dead.
What a grisly
See
find.
if you can find out
Yes.
next week on the Property Brothers.
Well, the realtors are gonna figure out a way to make it sound much nicer than it is.
Mm-hmm.
Prior tenant on premises.
Yeah. Previous owner spent 30 years.
Work on the mansion.
House has good bones.
Yeah.
And a little bit of rotting flesh.
Well, let's not.
Work on the mansion is expected to resume after the summer. This is a Ghost Adventure story, isn't it, Josh?
Yeah, it is.
Because
Now,
this
did they-
guy's going to haunt.
Yeah. Do they think
Yeah.
it was suicide? And
No,
if
they
so-
said-
they think it was murder.
Okay.
So
If it
that's
was
even
suicide,
more.
would that have been considered a do-it-yourself project?
Wow, that's rough. He was still smoking, by the way.
Was he?
Oh, wow.
Oh, the French, you know.
Yeah, certainly.
That had to be just go to the job one day and move a couple of boards. But did you see how much they paid at auction?
No, how much?
Dozens of millions of dollars.
Jeez.
Apparently, it's in the finest neighborhood in Paris.
Hmm.
And the house was abandoned, and the next door neighbor was Yves Saint Laurent.
Oh, well.
Who's
There
that?
you go.
Oh, Yves Saint Laurent or whatever? that
Yes,
is?
yes, as you would call him. Yes.
Yeah, he liked to rant.
That's a guy? Yves?
Yeah, Yves Saint Laurent.
Yeah.
I have to go back to Wolfpack because I want to see Josh's head come off his body with this fact.
Yeah.
To make themselves feel at home at Madison Square Garden last year.
Yes.
Michigan funk band Wolfpack asked its set designer, Trisha Robertson, to drive a room full of furniture from Ann Arbor and reassemble it on stage at the Garden.
That's a great idea. This Rolling Stones do stuff like that. All these bands take
The
stuff.
They're
Rolling
not the
Stones
Rolling
can.
Stones.
They can do
These
stuff
guys
like
can
that.
too.
They suck.
Why do I think I'm going to look up and there's going to be Wolfpack over there? We're going to be up to our
Yep.
hips in Wolfpack.
They'll be
where
here
Christy
doing a
said.
live performance.
Chick, I think you'd really like them.
Well, if they're not singing like that, I'll give them a chance.
Oh, God.
I don't like this thing. I'd pay to see Wolfpack versus Wolfpack, where they get a pack of wolves in the same room with them.
You ever heard of Yves Montand?
No, who's that?
Yeah, that's YVES Montand.
Yes.
Famous actor?
Yes.
I have, yeah. Now that because of the YV, I've only read it.
Yeah.
That's pronounced Eve.
Yeah.
Eva Marie Saint?
What are we doing? Is this a French lesson?
right now. I'll give you a French lesson. You know that is how I kiss on a
Is
first,
it?
yeah.
Sure.
On your first date?
Listen, I've had,
like you're lapping up pudding off of a
strong.
pizza?
Hey, look, I had a great time with you, and
Don't you announce.
here we are at your apartment. Look, I'm not going to come in. I don't do that on the first date, but why don't we just?
That's
Yeah, a kiss on the cheek would be fine, sir.
Find out where she stands right
No,
now.
Mom, it was a really good date, but there's this one weird thing.
Such a gentleman, but
He kisses like he's trying to lick peanut butter off my nose. I don't know.
Ew. No.
No, it's sweet. It's a sweet thing Josh does.
Yes, thank you. Thank
Yes.
you, Willie.
Now, we had a lot of news about lions and tigers
And
earlier,
bears, oh my.
earlier this year
We have a chihuahua in
Oh,
the
sure,
news.
yeah.
because of
Tiger King.
Tiger King.
Yeah.
Just real quick before you get to that story, Christy, I just saw this one. A German circus
Mm-hmm.
has been has been supporting itself during the pandemic
Sure they have.
by selling the poop from the big cats.
Oh, come on.
So who? Why?
They have 26 lions and tigers.
Oh, my.
And they sell the big cat droppings by the jar.
By the jar?
For what?
So it's not even for fertilizer?
Let's keep it fresh, maybe.
It's this guy, the lion tamer, Martin Lacey, says, put some in the garden and the neighbors will go away.
The name?
yeah,
It's neighbor repellent. Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, they've got tons of the stuff, and it's a way to raise money because they have to keep up and running because they can't do shows right now.
Man.
So there you go. Isn't that fun? Isn't that nice?
I feel so bad for the poor guy that has to pick this up. And he used to just put it, in a trash can and it was gone. And then one day his boss goes, hey, by the way, we're going to start selling this. So I need you to put it into tiny jars and seal it. And we're going to put it in the gift shop.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's a bad job.
Oh, man.
I'm surprised that that Joe Exotic didn't think of this. I mean, every once in a while you hear about zoos doing things where they take the various animal dung and they sell it for fertilizer.
Correct.
I mean,
Right.
Why not?
But not in a jar like in a...
Keeping
well.
people away.
I think Carol Baskin has some tiger poop in an urn.
Just in case.
Josh, if you get a jar of pasta sauce, will you kind of wash it out and then drink out of it sometimes?
No!
You'll never do this? Oh, really?
I'll do that.
What is it? The Great Depression? Why are you doing that?
You'll never reuse. None of you have ever reused a jar of pasta.
No.
Really?
As a
I
cup.
put bacon grease in it.
Right. That's the only. I would do a
Where did
bacon.
you get this idea? Did your father tell you about this?
No, I'll keep a jar around. I'll keep a jar around for a little while. I also use it to, store marijuana.
Will you
from time
buy
to
your
time.
son some glassware?
Jeez.
Why is everyone so mad at me for saying this? I was just going to say you wouldn't do this if you got a jar of poop. You would not wash it out and try to reuse it.
No, you sure wouldn't. I wouldn't do it with spaghetti sauce or any. What are you, the manager of Po Folks? Drinking out of jars?
Good
In
Lord.
any
What are you,
event.
Tom Joad? What the hell? Good Lord.
Were all your glasses dirty? Is that
God?
No, it's just I've done that before. I'll save a jar.
Okay.
Well, I've seen moonshine, maybe.
Right.
I hate that when you go to a restaurant. It's always one of those eco-friendly restaurants.
and they serve you in a ball jar?
They got.
I used to love it. Ball jar.
Hate
There was a restaurant. I don't know if it was just Midwest, but it was called Po Folks, and they served all their drinks in mason jars.
Yeah.
I thought it was so.
Were they real mason jars, or were they just faked just for the?
I don't know.
Effect?
They certainly weren't old ragu jars.
Wherever there's an underdog drinking out of a spaghetti sauce jar, I'll be there.
This tea has a nice hint of garlic. Don't you hate like weird cups that you put up to your lips?
And you know what? I do hate weird cups.
What's wrong with you people?
I have something I can sink my teeth into.
A cup is a cup.
No, they're not.
No, there are restaurants where you go and they don't. It's not. It's like they got them all from a different antique store.
Yeah,
or something.
that's kind of a cool thing
There are
to do
some.
right
Have you
now.
ever seen the glass cups that are sort of bent in the middle and they? What is this?
It looks like the dishwasher got
Melt
out
in
of
the
them.
Yeah, exactly.
Mismatched.
Salvador Dali cup. Well, I just spilled half my coffee on my penis. I gotta wear pajamas to the breakfast table.
I feel a little bad for Willie. He thought people did what he does.
I think people do it. I can't wait to get out of here. I'll say that. I cannot wait to go home.
Poor Willie.
I was going to do Oskar a favor, not do it anymore, buddy. I'm going straight home. Day's over.
Well, what's the best jar to keep your pot in?
I'm sure there's other people that keep drink out of used spaghetti sauce jars.
Of course.
Yeah, hobos.
Like hobos. Hobos can't buy spaghetti jars. They can't afford it.
Oh, hobos always
they find them.
They eat beans out of a can.
You're right.
And they cook
And then
it
they drink out of the
in
can.
the railroad yard.
Oh.
Hey, everybody weigh in for Willie. If you drink water out of a spaghetti jar.
Hit us
The
up on
people who
Twitter.
could weigh in don't have access to computers.
You get a big jar.
Right. Oh, no, I understand the principle.
Do you keep the lid?
Can I leave? Let me just leave.
Do you
Can
keep
I
the
just
lid or do you
go?
throw the lid away?
Yeah.
You keep the lid.
Okay.
And then you have a drawer for lids. And then you have to maneuver. You throw them all away.
Back in my day, the drawer for lids is where you hid.
A lid was a measurement for pot.
Right.
Is that still, a thing?
What?
Yeah, do you still say, give me a lid? Or
No, I've never heard that ever.
Really?
What's a lid?
A lid was the quantity of marijuana in a baggie.
I think a lid's a half a key. Maybe.
Oh,
no,
is it?
Maybe that's too much.
So it's a large amount of pot?
Not that much. It's like a Toastus Twinkies worth.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Hostess Twinkies worth?
In volume. I don't know what the...
You guys ever use old chicken bones as forks? I know what I'll do is I take a chicken carcass and I fashion together 3 of the bones to make tines, and I got a fork. You know, I live like I'm in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Do you ever refill Perrier bottles with your own urine, put them in the fridge, and look at your friends?
You ever eat
take that first swig?
What is wrong with you?
Ever eat a baked potato and just save the hide and wear it for a hat?
Yeah, yeah, an old potato
I burned the
jacket
hell out
hat.
of my scalp
Sure.
doing that.
Yeah, I like a good spot hat.
Sorry, okay.
That's a good hat.
Decorum.
Oh, my
Decorum.
God.
Now,
He really feels bad. We
Poor
need to
Willie.
apologize.
I'm just
for that.
glad we finally had a funny break today. Glad to find some comedy on this show.
We'll wind things up next with some statue talk here on a Thursday morning. You don't want to miss that, huh? Come on back. This is the Bob and Tom Show. This is the Bob and Tom Show for a Thursday morning. This is Christopher speaking. Welcome back. The final segment this morning about some statue. Let's talk about some statues this morning here on the Bob and Tom Show.
Jessica Alsman from our staff is home. She's at her house, but we've got her linked up with the TV gizmo. And then we've got Mr. Godwin in the other building. Hey, Pat, it's good to see you. Now,
it's enough to say we've got her hooked up on TV. You don't have to add gizmo.
Oh, that really bothered you?
Yes.
Well, I had this,
have you heard him introduce Pat? Well, Pat's there with some wires and glass.
Piped in through the magic of duct tape and wires.
Hey, I've got an idea for theme music for the Statue Talk.
Statue Talk? Okay, we all have to come up with 3 of our favorite statues.
And only 3. We've got a statute of limitations here.
If we can get the sound of a glacier moving.
Wait, can we stop? Yeah, Josh, that was the funniest this is going to get.
It's actually true.
Is that right?
Chick, I think you're going to start this off.
I thought you had some theme music.
No, I said if we could get the sound of a glacier moving. I don't think we can.
Now, before you move forward, I have a question.
Yes.
God.
Yes, go ahead.
Is the Lincoln Memorial statue or
no?
Monument?
But there is a statue.
Monument.
There is a statue inside the Lincoln Memorial.
That's what I thought.
I think you can. I think that's completely acceptable.
You do?
A statue of Lincoln in the Lincoln
Okay, so
Memorial.
the Washington Monument, not acceptable.
No, it's got to be a realistic depiction of something.
Yes,
a noun, a proper noun.
What the hell's that? Oh, she's marking out hers.
I'm working it. I
can go. I think I have mine.
Oh, okay. I've got 2 out of 3.
Can we have the top 3 music, please? Is that too much to ask?
Oh boy.
Richard Pryor and Joliet or Peoria. I want to go to that one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I used to live by it and I passed it every day and I loved it. The Ernie Banks one in Chicago. Oh, yeah. And then the one that I want to go that I think is fun is the Rocky statue.
Okay.
Philly, yeah.
Those are 3 good ones.
That's good.
Real good.
Pop culture oriented.
Mine are boring.
I'll go. Mine are a little more classic.
Mine are classic too.
Of course. Are you going to start the music over?
That is the way it's done.
Jesus, the guy's taking the day off tomorrow. I've got to go get major surgery. I'm taking the day off because I'm a big pansy.
My blood pump ain't working.
Obviously, do we go 3? Are we doing number 1 first?
We always have done it that way, and I don't know why.
I don't either. We should go 3, 2, 1.
Right.
Well, I'll start with number 1. Obviously, it's The Thinker by Rodin.
Oh, that was number 3 for
That's
me.
the greatest statue ever made. And
because it reminds you of somebody on a toilet.
Yes.
How does it remind? What
well,
does it
and
remind
they've redone it. They had Auguste Rodin redo it with a guy
Right.
looking at a cell phone.
But
yeah.
I had that as number 3, but I'll agree
Have you
with
been to the
that.
Rodin Museum in Paris?
I have not.
Oh,
I've been by it, but I've
it's
not
the
been
best.
in it.
What does that remind you of when you think of The Thinker?
Well, of course, there's 3 things it reminds me of.
What?
One, the television show Dobie Gillis,
Yay!
which Chip wrote down.
Match game.
There's YouTube right there.
Yeah.
That's YouTube.
Match
for you
game.
people. Yep.
There was I forget how many they out of the bronze. I think they did 5 or 6 bronze versions of it full size.
Mm-hmm.
There was one on the college campus where I went to school, and there was one famously exploded on the steps of the Cleveland Museum of Art that they left in its damaged state and remounted it. But yeah, it's
That's art in itself.
that's number 1, and number 2 obviously is Mr. Bendo. The
oh yeah, of course.
famous
Stands
muffler.
in front of the muffler shops.
God, I love Mr.
With his arms
Bendo.
out like this.
Yes.
Yeah, and his big fist.
And
he's
Mr.
like,
Bendo has different names in different places.
And Mr. Bendo is that guy has other statues all over the country.
Oh, does he really?
I love those. And then number 3, this is a tough one. Probably, what do you think, Christy? Venus de Milo?
I went classic. I went Statue of Liberty, David and the Thinker.
Oh, Statue of Liberty has to be number 3. I love the Statue of Liberty.
Sure, who doesn't?
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of French people. So.
Let's get rid of it. Right. You still consider that to be property of France?
Okay, I ain't no dang Frank, Josh. I'll tell you that right now.
You mean you don't care for the frogs, do you? Oh, I love the Statue of Liberty. I took my little girls to see the Statue of Liberty. In fact, just last summer we went twice.
Oh, yeah.
I used to like it,
I
but
went
I'm
in it.
It's
I'm
so
staunchly
cool.
anti-patina, so I no longer care for it.
Oh.
I liked it better when it's copper days.
Did you?
Oh, really?
You saw it in its copper days, did you?
Did you not?
That's right.
Wow.
I called her Penny.
Oh, Patina, we can make it together.
Again with the Tony Orlando.
I've got Rocky Balboa, Statue of Liberty, and Venus de Milo. I like the Venus de Milo because she can't slap away my busy hand.
Oh, all right.
Well, that could be looked at In many ways, most of them awful.
Josh, I like a thicker woman. I go for the Venus of Wildendorf is what I go for.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, she's got some size on her.
Okay, now
have you seen the statues of the cat and dog? Venus de Milo and Otis.
So if you're doing yoga, this is the stretching part of the show.
You're going to let him get away with that, huh?
Sure. So who else has to do their top three? Ace, you got your top three statues?
Sure. David.
Right. Yeah, you like that.
Statue of Liberty.
Davey boy.
And then Rio, the one of Christ.
That's a
that is
wonderful
pretty
statue.
good.
The old Redeemer.
Yeah.
The Redeemer.
Got his arms out there. He looks like he's wonderful. Getting ready to swan dive, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Right into the ocean. Or whatever that body of water is.
Yeah, that's right. A big lake right there.
Captain Geography.
The Bay of Christ? I don't remember.
What about you, Jessica? Do you have three?
I like David. Makes you giggle. Pride and Prejudice. There's a statue of Mr. Darcy in the movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. And maybe Big Boy.
Sure.
Oh, that's a
Big
great
boy.
one.
That's a good one.
I've been told that I resemble the big boy.
Oh, you got another Yelp review? You getting another Yelp review,
Yes,
Willie?
I look so much like the big boy.
I think the last time I cheered at a movie
Austin Powers.
Austin Powers.
in Austin Powers when that happened.
Yeah.
Because,
Really?
oh, God, that's so funny. I've taken pictures of my kids in front of the big boy statue.
I'm sure you have.
I love that. How did I miss
kids,
that one?
bunch in there.
It's a great. Finley, move away from this. Oh, that's your brother.
Godwin, you've probably been to the Balboa statue.
Oh, yeah, a lot.
Of course.
Have you actually run up those stairs?
I did in my youth, yes.
Josh, if you're from Philadelphia, that's actually where you go to church at that statue.
That's the first day you run up the stairs.
And then instead of eating the wafers, you eat a Philly cheesesteak.
What are your statues, Pat?
Little Mermaid in Denmark.
That's a good one. It is. I mean, it's famous.
Yeah, it sure
Terrace
is.
of the Lions in Greece.
Oh, God.
Oh, this is
I like a good
pretentious.
David. I like a good David.
Yes.
Okay.
He's just
Well,
throwing
nobody's
around
got
that
my
he's
nobody has
world-traveled.
nobody has my number one.
Oh.
Prometheus, the God of Fire in New York City.
That's
Oh,
good.
sure. Rockefeller Center.
Rockefeller Center. That's good. Yeah.
Ever notice that it's sort of the way that thing is. Looks like there's a giant schlong emerging from his groin.
No, but they have a nice, tasteful cloth over his wiener.
Right. It's a flowing cloth is what it is.
Yeah, but
you think it's schlongy?
Schlongy? It ain't schlorty. You ever call it a schlort?
The reason that we're talking about statues.
Yes.
Police in Italy have identified a 50-year-old Austrian man who broke 3 toes off a statue at a museum as he posed for a photo with the artwork.
Have you seen this Dick's video? Oh, my God. He tries to hide it. It's just
the 200-year-old plaster cast model of Antonio Canova's statue of Paulina Bonaparte was damaged in the incident on July 31st at a museum in northern Italy.
No one's going to laugh at the name Bonaparte. I could barely contain myself.
I can't anymore.
That's what.
Paulina Bonaparte?
I don't want a Bonaparte.
John Bobbitt had that.
I don't want a Bonaparte. I want to bone a whole thing.
Oh, boy.
I'd like part of my bone back, please.
I comb my pubes in a boner part.
The man whose name has not been released was caught on a surveillance camera jumping up onto the statue's base to get a picture.
Idiot.
When the maneuver inadvertently snapped off its toes.
He's wearing shorts and athletic shoes and like a bright colored. He looks like a complete jackass.
Just a total tourist and
yeah.
Oh yeah.
God.
And these are the plaster molds that
plaster. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
I am sorry.
Don't let this guy get near Venus de Milo. She can't afford to lose any more parts.
No. What's the actual story of Venus? Unfinished or bombed off?
I thought it broke.
Yeah, they broke off.
They just broke off?
I thought the arms were in another crate, right? Is that right?
They got shipped to a different.
They thought they could fit into the entryway.
There's some lesser town with
just the
arm. Go see the arm statue. It's only a nickel or 10,000 lira.
Someday they'll be joined back together. I think.
You think?
I thought. Yeah.
You ever read that Hemingway biography of Venus de Milo?
What's it called?
A Farewell to Arms.
Josh, I got that joke early, and it took everything in me not to shout it out from the mountaintops. That was so funny.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Expert entrepreneur Ed Milet is on a mission to max out your life.
I exist here weekly so that you can make your dreams come true, become the man or woman you're capable of, and then pay it forward.
It's time to get laser focused on peak performance.
Clarity equals focus, and focus equals success. That's what I'm here to do every week with you. Max out.
The Ed Milet Show. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.